Hello, everyone. Welcome to the EBM Live. Ernest Boniface Makulilo, EBM Scholars here. I'm live today because I have a list of questions. I will be answering some of the questions I've received from some people. And if you have any question, you are welcome to put your question here, and I'll be going through those questions and I'll continue answering them. So this is a live blog from EBM Scholars from Ernest. So welcome everyone, and we are starting. So I'm going to get some of the question which I have, but if you have any question, put on the comment below and I will do my best to answer those kind of questions. Okay, so I will start with the I see some few people are already online. So I don't know, when you put the question on the comment, I will also go through there and I will be able to answer that one. I'm sure, I do not know if the audio is correct, but I believe that's why I want to use this microphone. I'm sure it has a very good audio. So the question number one which I received, so I have like 5 questions, but some of these questions are maybe those like 2, 3 in 1, whatever, those kind of questions. So they might be a little bit more than the normal one. So the first question I received, hello sir, what about banned countries? Okay, I'm sure your question is about the banned countries with regard to the green card lottery. Okay, so the banned countries is the Trump ban, or the banned countries which people call Muslim countries, whatever. Those banned countries is on specific type of visas, is not for every kind of visa. So you can still get the visa like a student visa, but also you can be able to get maybe the visa like green card lottery visa. You can be able to get that one. So the countries like Somalia, the countries like those countries which were banned, they are some sort of that one. I have a video specifically for that one. But I heard, Muhammad, you ask a question. I'm one of the people who have been affected by the ban, and you're so much disappointed. Yes, I heard some of those ones. So by law, the ban countries has nothing to do. If you read the particulars of the ban requirement, is for specific certain type of visa, like business visa, tourist visas. So things of that nature, but it can affect things of that nature. Eric Swai, you have a question. You say, how can you get the ecology scholarships and the what kind of other? Sorry, let me try to read at the same time. I'm reading on my computer here. So Muhammad, I think I also answered your question about the ban. Yes, some people can be affected because depending on the embassy itself, but basically the ban doesn't affect the green card, basically immigrant visa. It doesn't affect a student visa, but some of the embassies, they might just go ahead and just ban everybody, but doesn't mean that students cannot come here, things of that nature. And I'm so sorry, Muhammad, to hear that you are one among the people who have been affected by the ban. Eric Swai, you are asking a question. How can I get the wildlife and ecology scholarship? So it doesn't matter what kind of scholarship you are applying. So when you are applying scholarship for America, or you are applying scholarships to go to study in other countries in Europe, the procedures remain the same despite going to a specific program. For instance, if you are applying, let's say you are applying for scholarships in America, number one, you have to take the GRE exam. You have to take the GMAT, depending for if it's college, whatever, those non-management, you have to take the GRE, which is a graduate record examination. Here I have the book for GRE, they have a book for GMAT here. So those are the things you need to take the exam. You have to take the English proficiency test, and you have to get ready to apply. And in America, every application, each school you are applying, there is application fee. That is a vastly different if you are applying for scholarships in Europe. In Europe is a little bit different. In Europe is different because you just take the English proficiency test. There is no GRI, there is no GMAT, those exams. And most importantly, in Europe, there is no application fee. So that is something you have to consider when you are applying for scholarships. But if you go to my playlist on my YouTube, go to this playlist on scholarships, I've been able to explain about that one. But again, Eric, is why you haven't specified when you talk about scholarships, you are asking, are you talking about bachelor, master's, or PhD? That also is a game changer. What kind are you talking about? So I'm sure I have been able to answer that one. Okay, let me go to answer another question. Absmad Hashi from Kenya, I think chances of getting green card lottery or DV lottery is Kenyan. Everybody, regardless of the citizenship, you have the same or equal chances of applying and getting, because you are applying as one person and you have the equal chance. Usually Kenya, they get at least 1,000, 2,000 people each year. So you have a very good shot of winning. Advantage for this year, people who have applied for the DV 2021, the requirement of passport will go to reduce a lot of people. So it is a bad thing, but it's advantageous for other people who were able to apply for that one. So if you were able to apply for that one, you have better chance because the number of applicants will go a little bit down. There is a video on green card. If you go to playlist of green card lottery, I explain the chances of each country, Kenya, Egypt, like kind of that, things of that nature. So let me go to another question. Sorry if I'll be not going quick as you say. Okay, Dr. Nabin, you say this is Nabin from Nepal. How are you, Dr. Nabin in Nepal? My friend Upendra is from Nepal. We studied together masters in San Diego, University of San Diego. He's a very good guy. And Nepal is my third country in the world with the highest number of viewers on my channel. So I appreciate people from Nepal. Dr. Nabin, I really appreciate that. So okay, Yes Dice, please can you win the V lottery with high school dropout? Yes, you can. When they play the lottery, they don't care whether you are primary school education, whether you are high school, whether you have PhD. It doesn't matter the level of education. What level of education and work experience comes after winning. If you win, you need to have a minimum of high school. If you don't have high school education, you go to show the work experience of at least 2 years of work experience. So while they play the lottery in order to win, it doesn't matter the level of education. Okay, another question, Lilian Moragwa. Hey, Makulilo, I've been wanted to talk to about invitation letter. I don't know how to get connected to you. Okay, I will go ahead and put my number here, but for one condition. My condition is don't call this number. Send a WhatsApp message only. Because if you call, I might block you because you will be wasting my time. You do not know the time difference. You do not know what I'm working right now. For instance, right now, I know many countries in Moragua. I know you might be from East Africa, I'm assuming because of the name. But for instance, right now it is 11:53 p.m. It's night, but I'm still up because I want to make this live opportunity for answer questions from people. So that's why I'm going to give the number. The number is very, I don't know whether should I put it in the comment here, but the number is very clear. Is +1. One is the code for you. So it's +1 619 228 4381. So I put it there, but remember you have to call, you have to send a WhatsApp. I put it there on the comment. Remember to send a WhatsApp message. Don't try to call me, please. It's just a courtesy. I just want not to interfere my family. I don't want. So if you send a WhatsApp message, I have a time I'll be able to answer your questions. Okay, let me go to another question. Abdi Razak, you say, but sir, as Somali, the travel ban is full affected as even the lottery. A few visa waivers were granted for those in a family relations. Yes, as I said, I know there are some people with the one lottery I heard from Somalia and a few other countries with the travel ban, they were affected. But basically, if you go to read word by word, what does that ban have impact. Basically, it has effect on a specific type of visa. But again, the embassies, they might decide, the consular might decide not to give you the visa. I'm so sorry to hear about that. Nothing I can be able to do, but I'll keep learning more and to try to get the better answer on that. Okay, Andrain Karim. Oh, let's go to Dr. Nabini again. He says, since 15 years, I'm applying for the DV lottery. First of all, I would like to congratulate you and appreciate your consistency in applying for the green card lottery. Because some people, they get, oh, I just want to apply this, I apply once, twice, I'm not applying anytime. So no matter how many times you apply and you don't win, please keep applying. It is a lottery. You never know. There are some people who have applied 7 times. The 8th time they come to win. Some people, they have applied the first time, they won. I know people. But as long as it's free of charge, keep your spirit up. And I like people like you who cannot just quit. Keep applying. You never know. Maybe this is your time to win. But again, I have a video which I'm explaining. When you apply for the green card lottery, what other things can you start thinking and planning? Possibly, if you don't win, you can be able to excel. Maybe you can find a way to get internship. You can be able to find volunteering another country, not necessarily be in the US, but how you can start going towards your goal and dream. Okay, let me go. Andrienne Karim say, good morning, EBM. On my end here, it is still night. It is 11:56 p.m. So for me, it's still night. It hasn't been morning yet. Eric Swai, you are talking about master's scholarship. So, as I said, if you go to my playlist, there are so many information about scholarships. There is scholarship for Europe. There is scholarship for America. Go there, and if you have a specific question, I can be able to guide you and even give you the link on how you can get my free book, ebook, where you can be able to learn more about scholarships. I have 2 books about scholarships. Let me show you some of these books. But this also can get for masters. This is a true memoirs of the scholarship guy, and this is a Swahili book if you know Swahili. But there are some online for free. Some you can get something like that. Okay, Dr. Nabini again, you say, but not to get selected till today. I'm so sorry. You said you have been applying for over 15 years. I'm so sorry for that, but keep applying. You never know. This will be your year to win. The only thing you can be is just to be positive. You keep applying. It's free of charge. You have nothing to lose. It's just like 5 minutes you have used it to spend to be able to apply. Again, Andreni Karim, you're asking, please, can you talk about construction battalion, CB? These are the people within the for those who do not know, is talking about CB. CB is one of the job within U.S. Navy. So I don't know how to explain more about this one, but what is happening is this way. When you want to join the military, whether it will be Navy, it will be Marine, it will be Air Force, whatever, you just join, you don't just go directly to become the Navy. Within the Navy, there are jobs. Within the Army, there are jobs. So one of the jobs within Navy is CBs. CBs are the construction battalion, people who are working on the construction. They can do bridges, they can be doing some. So usually sometimes they go to different countries for the development purposes, or even if when they deployed in the war zone, their aim is to support on the construction. So in the end, you have to take this exam. It's called ASVAB for enlisted people. This exam, there are certain scores you have to get. Each score will determine what kind of programs you can be able to join, what kind of programs you'll be able to pursue. I don't know if that works. I've never been CB, but that is how it is for CBs. Okay, Joan F. Hello, EBM scholars. Is it possible to switch career in the States? For instance, one can move from teaching to medicine. Yes, it is possible. That's why in the United States we say everything is possible. The good thing about US or most of the Western countries, you have opportunities to change career. You have opportunities to start over. You have opportunities to do anything else. So that's the advantage of here. So you don't need it like if you study sociology for instance from Tanzania or from Kenya, from Ghana, from Nepal, it doesn't mean you have to be continue to do sociology. You can come here, become a lawyer. You can come here, you can do something else. So that's the beauty of these countries. Dr. Nabini, again, you are asking, what is the chance to win this time? I cannot answer that one properly. because we do not know how many people have been able to apply. But in the end, what I can simply say, this year, who applied 2019, the results will be coming in May. The chance of winning will be higher because the number of applicants is going down because of the fact that the number of winners, number of applicants will be lower than previous years because of the passport requirement. I think I'll be able to make it work. Okay, another question is, Stephen Njuguna, is it easy to come to America from Dubai using visit visa if I have invitation from a friend? Number one, to come to any Western country is not that easy. It's very difficult because they have so many protection to make sure that, to prove that after your visit you'll be able to come back to your home country. So that is difficult part. What I can simply say, there is easy part. If you are applying for the US visa, you are in another Western country, it is a little bit easier. Still, Dubai, Oman is still like kind of a developing country. But if you are in Sweden, for instance, it's a little bit easier because the consulates, they are easier. They used to give a lot of visas compared to like Dubai, compared to Oman, compared to Qatar, wherever, to come to America. So in the end, it's just depending on the reason of applying for that visa. What documentation do you have? How can you prove that you'll be able to come back to your home country? But just, there is nothing to lose. Just apply. You never know if you'll be able to get it or not. Okay. A question from Samiksha Sam. Hello EBM, can we join bachelors after coming to States even if I have study gaps of 3 or 4 years? Yes, you can be able to do that. They don't care what gaps. In the US, people, they can take 2 courses here, then they can stop, they can come back later. There is so much flexibility of going back to school and no problem at all. Okay. And bro, you say hello from Nepal. Hello, how are you, guys? I'm sure you're doing good. Ali Mustafa, you say hi, brother. Hi, how are you? Mani Prasi Sunwa, you are just greeting. How are you doing? I'm doing very fine. Here it is almost now 12:02 a.m. going to Saturday morning, so it's still midnight here. So I can sleep anytime late because it's weekend. And already my family are already asleep, so I can have recording this kind of way without any kind of problem at all, because sometimes when I'm recording, Claire and all other kids will be here and making a lot of noise. And bro, you say fine. What about you? Great here. So thank you. Anastasia Banda, you are asking a question. Can my nephew, who is only completing his senior high school in the last week of November, enter the DV 2022 lottery next year? This means that he will only receive his certificate in 2021 February. Yes, he can apply. There is no problem. Emperor, you say, this is my 6th times DV lottery field. Yes, I know, as I said, sometimes people can apply many times. I've seen people win the 8th time. Some people, they have won the 1st or 2nd time. Yeah, so you never know. But don't lose hope. Don't stop applying at all. Katera Christopher, you're asking, EBM, thanks for your guidance. Your guidance helped my friend when he won a green card and he is in Colorado Springs. So thank you so much. And when I'm here, things like this way, it makes me happy. It gives me another energy that why am I staying up to this time? Why am I writing these books and give them for free? Why am I doing this kind of YouTube? Why am I posting these things for over 12 years? I've been doing these things. It's because I hear good things from others. Okay, you gave me this kind of tip. It has helped me or helped my friend. Those kind of feedback is a very positive thing to hear and it gives me energy. So thank you so much for sharing that. Okay, Mani Prasad Sanwa Diasa, I'm from Bhutan. I have also applied the DV lottery. Can you tell me chances of winning the DV lottery? So usually each person has equal chance of winning because each person is applying once. But if you have a spouse, you have two chances, because you can apply you as a main applicant, and your spouse is applying as a main applicant. So if you win, you can come with your wife or your husband, and if the husband win, can come with the wife. So those are two opportunities, but everybody has equal chances. But depending on the number of applicants, the winner's number is always the same, but the applicants usual is going this year is going down because of the requirement of the passport. So possibly if you apply 2019 for 2021 DV lottery, you have greater chances of winning the green card lottery. We do not know exactly the numbers of applicants. They will give out later. Once they give those numbers, I'll go ahead and share them here. Okay, Shebela Kamau, hello from Uganda. When you apply and selected, you got the visa, when do you expect to be in the US? That's question number one. Usually after getting the visa, you have 6 months to come to America. If you exceed 6 months, your visa is going to be terminated, and your green card is going to be bye-bye. So you have to come within 6 months. Do they have a specific time frame you have to travel? As I said, you have 6 months to be able to come to America, yes. Fabishi Masese, Stephen Jiguna, hope you get the point. Okay, thank you for time to make it. Harry Makongwa, hello brother, what is the best between TOEFL and the British exam, which is the IELTS International English Language Testing System? I have the video on, or if you go to the playlist on scholarships, I have explained the difference between two exams and which one is better. In the end, both exams are the same, because they're going to test English proficiency in terms of writing, reading, listening, and speaking. In the end, they are not going to test intelligence. But in my opinion, I did the TOEFL exam. I didn't do the British one. But to my experience, or for my understanding, it will be easier for many people to do the British one. Why? Because the aspect of speaking, you are speaking to a person in most cases. Maybe nowadays they have changed, but if you are speaking to a person, it's much better than speaking to a computer. But in the end, it's almost all the same. I'm asking this due to my experience on TOEFL. The grades are not really the person's ability in all language skills. These exams, in most cases, many people are failing is on the listening part, because as people who do not speak English in a very daily basis, we are used to listening when you see like me talking, or you see American or British person on the TV. Most cases we do not have opportunity to hear someone over the phone. So you are in the test, you wear the headphone, and you hear the English, and you don't see a person. So you need to do a lot of listening exercises. All the listening exercises. Listen to CNN, but close your eyes without seeing the picture. Watch the movie without seeing the picture. Listen to the radio. Get a lot of listening. That is the part which many people fail. Another part which many people fail on the English proficiency test is reading. We don't have the culture, majority of us, especially from developing countries, of reading a lot of non-technical stuff, like reading novels quicker, faster, and just grab the concept. So those are the two sections we need to practice a lot in order to get good grades. Hi, Nicole Kadesa. Hi, can you get a good job you studied for, or do you have to start small jobs again? That is a good question. When you come to America, obviously you have to start with a small job. For my case, I came with a bachelor degree, but I came with opportunity to start to teach Swahili language at the university level. After that, I went to do my master's. But the problem is most of the work experience you have in your developing countries, they want to have a supervisor. That means they can call them. So, for instance, now, while it is morning or afternoon in some of the countries, here it is night. So, if you're applying to a company A, they want to call your supervisor. It is 11 a.m. in the US, but it is night in your country. So, if they call your supervisor, first of all, why should they call international call number? It's another extra charges, but they call your supervisor, and the supervisor is sleeping after eating chapati, eating ugali, eating those kind of whatever was watching soccer during the European Champions League. That is a problem, because sometimes people are not expecting to hear English, and that is a problem. So that's why, and they don't trust someone from another country. So they want to call their fellow American and they say, okay, yes, I trust this person. Person work from this company, give the good whatever. So you can start direct as a professional. Other good job is professional jobs, but it's very, very rare and it's very difficult. So obviously you have to start somewhere. Most cases you start with the casual jobs and you can keep going up. Okay, Joseph Musau, hongera sana, asante sana, asante sana, asante sana. For those who do not know Swahili, hongera means congratulations, sana means very, so congratulations, whatever, a lot. So asante sana. Thank you very much, Joseph Musau. Dr. Nabini, you have another question. Hello, can you tell me how to apply masters in public health in USA? Applying in US, whether it's public health, whether it's just political science, is the same. There is a video I have specifically masters in US, regardless of the program. You have to go to take what they call GRE, Graduate Record Examination. You have to take that exam. After taking that exam, which is around $210 US, then you have to take the English proficiency test, which is $200, $210, depending on your country. Then you have to go and apply for universities then. When you apply for universities, each university have different requirements for the TOEFL exam or IELTS examination, GRE requirement. But the most important is each university has a requirement of about whatever. But in the US, again, each university you apply, you have to pay for application fee, which depends to be between 50 to 100. That's why I tell people, if you don't have enough money in your budget, it is better to apply first of all Europe, because you take just one exam, English proficiency test exam, and you can apply as many universities you want because there is no application fee, there is no extra examination for GMAT or GRE. You can be having a better shot of getting more universities in Europe than in America, because in America they require those kind of tests. But go to the playlist and watch the videos about scholarships in general. Okay, another question. Dr. Nabido say, I have already did my master's in radiology. So you can apply then for direct for PhD. As I said, I cannot show you quickly here. Let me move here. This is the book which I have just recently published. It's called the PhD Scholarships for Africans in the United States of America. I use Africans, but it doesn't mean that if someone from Asia or from Latin America cannot apply. So this one, that book, it's having 498 pages. The first part of the book is talking about specific ways on how you can apply in the US. And then just PhD. Then there is a second part, is specifically programs like University A, like program, for instance, PhD in radiology, I'm giving example, or public health. Then there are all universities where if you apply and get admitted to those universities, you are guaranteed to get up to 5 years of full funded scholarships. So, I can just also share a link, which is, for instance, I will share after this one. I will share the link on how you can get the this book for free, just as ebook. Hopefully, to be able to help you. Okay, another question. Mustafa A, hello. Just a quick question about the V lottery. If a child is 21 years old and a month, he is not supposed to be included in application. Yes, you are supposed to be, even like you are not supposed to be included in someone's application, even if you are 1 day older than, like today is your 21st birthday, you are not supposed to be included. But the day of application, you're supposed to be at least 1 day before the birthday of 21. So 1 month is completely off the board. So as long as you're supposed to be under the age of 21, even if it will be 1 day before the day you apply, yes. But from the day the birthday starts, doesn't matter. You are out. For instance, I can give you a simple example. We say, like, if you are traveling international, the flight ticket for someone who is under the age of 2 is free of charge. But assume you are traveling from US to Nepal. After arriving in Nepal, you are staying 6 months. When you are coming back, your child becomes 2 years old. That child has to pay, even if 1 day older, has to pay the flight ticket to come back because it's already 2. But if you come back day before the child becomes 2, will not still pay the flight ticket. So it's just about that. Okay, another question. Okay, someone. Okay, just quick. Sorry, just going back to read some of the question. Daniel, you're asking, please, what documents do I need to prove parent changeability? I don't know. Most will be like your birth certificates, and sometimes they might require to do the DNA depending on the situation. So I'm not so sure specifically under what kind of to proof you need. If someone wants to visit, if someone wants to get a green card, those will be different. Maybe if you can ask specific. Das Pilot, can you say which province in US is crime comparatively less? Meaning the shooting, terrorism, whatever, racism, whatever. So basically, in US, it's not about, yes, there are certain states, it's more versus other states, but sometimes it becomes city versus city. And in US, if you go to, you want to buy a house or you want to go to certain apartment, you can Google crime rate. They will put every crime rate. But certain places like Chicago sometimes is having higher cases, especially the big cities. Yes, they have bigger crime rate than smaller cities in general. So if you go to the smaller state like Ohio, you go to Oklahoma, you go to Minnesota, it's different from if you go to Illinois, you go to New York. Yeah, so things of that nature. But overall, I cannot say specifically which one. But overall, smaller states, they are more safer because there are not too many people, and still like there is friendly related life compared to the big city with too much frustrations. Abdallah Magongo, your advice is Tanzanian to improve our English so as to be able to apply for the scholarships and compete. Okay, so to improve English, as I said, there are one of the areas which, as someone from Tanzania too, I can relate, or someone from Africa in general, is our English. We use mostly more technical English than specific, just leisure English. So we don't talk much of the soft issues. Like, for instance, I can give you a simple example. Let's say Manchester United has played with Chelsea or played with the Manchester City. So people don't talk about Manchester United, Manchester City in English. So we talk most about, for instance, we are talking about technical, about economy. We are talking about politics. We are talking about microbiology in English. So in the end, that is not normal English. That becomes some sort of technical language. So for instance, someone can say, okay, imperialism is the most exploitative way where Africa was colonized. That is not English. Those are so much bunch of technical languages. Imperialism, exploitative, those are technical terminologies. It's different to say, okay, Ronaldo versus Messi, who is better player? Ronaldo can dribble, Messi can do this. When you talk about other things, about love, about social issues, you have a way of improving because you expand terminologies beyond those one. Another thing is start not just watching news, listen to music, but start like watching news like CNN or BBC, but don't try to look on the picture of the videos, because once you do that, sometimes it doesn't help you a lot, because even if you do not know English, you can know, okay, this guy is upset you are watching English movie. But if you close your eyes and listen, you can improve your listening skills because of that. Another way, it will be like writing. By writing, don't write unnecessary, the English like academic wise. Write just a letter to your parent, for instance. How much you love your parent. Write a letter to your friend. Just normal social issues that can help you to do. And that has helped me a lot to be able to write so many books, because I'm writing simple English. I'm not complicating. Another problem is Tanzanian, for instance. Background on that is when we are doing English, we are thinking more about in Swahili or in our local languages, and then we put too much when we go to English. For instance, I can give the example. In Swahili, sorry for those who do not know. So for those who do not know, it's the same like in Swahili, someone can start, for instance, jina langu ni Ernest, natokea Tanzania, naishi Marekani. You can have a very long sentence. I can just simply take it in English. So in English, you can say, oh, my name is Ernest Makulilo. I'm originally from Kigoma, Tanzania. Now I live in America. I have 3 kids and I'm married. I like this. You can have a very long sentence. But in English, that is wrong. You have to play like Barcelona. Tick, tock, tock. Simple. Don't you go like, Anaconda, la, 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 John, la, la. No, go slowly. Iniesta, Messi, Xavi, go slow. My name is Ernest, full stop. I'm original from Tanzania, full stop. I live in America, full stop. I'm married to Marie, and I have 3 kids, full stop. The names of the kids are bam, 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 full stop. You cannot have mistakes in English. But if you start to have a long sentence, you are exposing yourself into so many grammatical mistakes. That's why when African teams play with European teams, in most cases we lose. When you look like Sadio Mane from Liverpool, when he's playing Liverpool, he's a fantastic player. But when he's going back to Senegal, sometimes he's a normal player. Because he's just playing. No, go slow. Like Barcelona, ta, ta. Like Madrid, ta, ta, ta. You can win. You can avoid unnecessary mistakes. Simple like that. Okay. That is some advice on English. Fabish Masese, you say, sir, talk about asylum, please. To be honest, I'm not very good, or I do not know much about asylum. Because in general, it's just like when you apply for asylum, there are so many documentation you have to prove. The country you are coming from, your specific case, specific situation. You can come to a country, for instance, has no situation, but your personal situation can cause you to become, you ask for asylum and get it. So I don't know much about it, what specific cases you can go through. What I can say, for instance, if you are albino, I'm giving an example. And we know, which is bad, sometimes albinos have very big discrimination and have a lot of problem. People causing much even injuries, harm to albinos, people with the albinism. So if you are here, the possibility of getting asylum will be easier than other people. When Kenya was having those problem in the election 2007 2008, majority of Kenyans got asylum because of that. But if your country is completely peaceful, and unless otherwise something like you have to have so much specific case to be able to get asylum. So it's case, in most cases you need to have an attorney to be able to do that. Sorry if you Fabish, I didn't answer that very well. Benjamin Obi, hello EBM, great work you are doing. Thank you so much. I learn a lot anytime I watch your videos. Thank you, I really appreciate it. Please don't stop. Much love from me in Nigeria. Thank you so much, I really appreciate it. Things like this one from Obi. Benjamin Obi, thank you so much for that kind of compliment and the appreciation. And that's why I have to make the video. Because I know some people, they get certain things. I know sometimes the content might not be for everyone, but sometimes when I share, I try to get content to someone. Overall, I'm trying to share so many things which I have experience with. So I might not be so much expert, but I'm happy. It can even give me a clue or certain things. Certain things I might put there, maybe they might wrong because of my experience, but I'm happy it can be able to help. Benjamin Obi, okay, I don't know if you know the origin of the Mikel Obi name, whatever. It was very good history why he went by Mikel Obi when he played for national team for the Olympics. Yeah, okay, that is another story. Thank you so much. Okay, Harry Makongwa, thank you for your reply on my question. Keep the spirit, brother. Yeah, I'll keep doing that, and my commitment, from October 16th is to try to put so many videos, to do live like this one, and be able to help many people. And my plan for 2020 is to make sure that I'm being able to produce at least 1,000 videos. It is very tough, very tiresome, but because of people like you, because of your comments, because of your likes, because of your subscribing these videos, it gives me the energy, it gives me perspective, it gives me the purpose of keeping the spirit alive, keeping me to put these videos. And nowadays, even my wife has been very supportive of this one. The kids are very supportive. They like even to come to share their experiences. Like, it's a learning overall, but I really appreciate your comment and thank you so much. Huggy Fitness, I have one question, okay? I'm looking forward for that question. Let me go to read your question. Huggy Fitness, your question is, can you tell me of the chances of Somalians for the V Lottery 2021? I cannot tell you exactly for the DV 2021 because the statistics are not yet posted. We do not know how many people applied yet. But usually Somali, there are not so many people applying compared to Ethiopia, for instance. But usually Somali, they win at least 500 each year. But because there are not so many people applying in Somali, for instance, in Ghana, 1.2 million can apply. They applied. In Somali, there are not that so many people applying. So the winners, depending on the number of applicants, so the chances is increasing. But yeah. But as I usually say, like for 2021 DV lottery, people who have applied, they have better chances because the number of applicants might drastically going down almost a half because of the passport requirement. Dr. Nabin, you say thank you, and I really say thank you to you too by being here for all this time to continue watching my video and you making the comments like here and asking questions. So let me go to your question. Please text a link to do PhD in US, as you say earlier. As I said, if you go to my same YouTube channel and on the top, there is a place called the playlist. If you click the playlist, there is green card. There is green card. I mean, there is PhD in America and Europe. Click that one. You read the specific PhD in America, and you can be able to do that because I cannot type on the computer at the same time here. I'll focus more here, and then I'll make a mistake here. But once we finish everything, I'll go down here on the comment and put some of the links, like where you can get the PhD book, that one for free online, like also like a specific link for those kind of PhD. Okay, Eva Ayubu, is it possible to apply in the US for master program without doing English test? Yeah, you can, but most 99% of scholarships, you must do that one. So if you are really looking for scholarships, you want to get it right away, better you do that one. And even in Europe, there are very few. So like if there are 100 scholarships, 98, they will tell you have to do the English. So don't wait for sympathy or like okay, let me wait for this one. You'll be wasting your time. Better prepare for that one and be able to do the test. Okay. Oscar Cambona, I'm late though, I'm enjoying it still. Thank you so much, Oscar Cambona. If you know, I'm sure you know, Oscar Cambona is one of the biggest names in Tanzanian politics, one of the legends in Tanzanian politics or Tanzanian history. So if you are related to Cambona's family, please, thank you for your service to the great country of Tanzania. Okay. Pascal saying you Muremi. I don't know whether I pronounce the name correct. You say hello and they say hello to you too. Dr. Nabin, you say, according to research study, how many people selected in the V lottery after 15 times application? There is no that they are looking how many times you have applied. It's just the matter of chances. It just apply. There is no like they consider like, okay, you applied last year. Things of that nature. That is unfortunately, it's just each year is just a fresh new application. I'm sorry, but I really like your commitment to keep applying. Usually I tell people, for me, if I'm giving example, I was not a citizen, I applied more than 5 times before getting married. But even if it will be 50 times, keep applying each year. It's free of charge. You have nothing to lose. You don't pay anything. It's just like 5 minutes application process. What are you losing? It's free. Okay, Pascal Sengu Muremi. I don't know. Can a US permanent resident apply for scholarship to study master's or PhD in Europe or Australia? Yes, you can apply. And when you go there, you don't go there as an American because you are not a citizen. You will be treated as a citizen of your country. In case you didn't know, permanent resident is different from being a US citizen. So for instance, I'm a Tanzanian and I become a permanent resident in the US, I will continue to be a permanent resident. So if I apply to go to Australia, I will go as a Tanzanian, not a US permanent resident. But if you take a US citizenship, you will go there as an American citizen. So if they're looking for scholarship for developing countries' citizens, you cannot apply because you are American, you are already from the great superior country. But if you are a green card holder, you can apply to any country if they are looking for scholarship for the people from developing countries, and you can go. BB, you say you are welcome. If you respond to the okay. Oscar Cambona, if somebody has succeeded through the V and is in the US, can you go back to your former country before the time frame of getting citizenship? Yes, you are allowed. Even if you can come here today, as long as after arriving here, you can get after 1 month, maybe you get your actual green card, you can travel back to your country. The only thing is don't stay in your country over 1 year consecutively. If you want to stay in your country out of US for 1 year consecutively, you have to fill the form called the advance parole form, that I'll be out of the country for 1 year consecutively. But you can go to your country, stay for 4 months, then you come back to US, stay for 2 months, then you go back to your country. They don't care. But if you are a US citizen, you can stay in another country even for 10 years without telling anybody, and it doesn't affect. And that is one of the differences between green card holder versus a citizen. And there is a video for that. Should you become a citizen or not? What are the differences in the privileges of being green card holder versus a US citizen? I can make a video. Let me write a note. Let me write a note here. Advantages or privileges of green card holder. And that doesn't matter whether you got green card by marriage, green card by work, green card by whatever, but you are still a green card holder. Okay, another question comes from, Abdallah Magongo. You say, thank you for the advice. Thank you so much too. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here for all this time. Let me go to another comment here. Bibi, your time is up. Thank you for participating. I don't know, whatever. Daniel Ajibade, please, EBM, can you make a video on the parentage eligibility, please? Let me take a note on that. Sorry, guys. It is just, there are certain things I have to get here. Parentage changeability. So this is where I get some, this is where I get some of the topics from some people when they ask. So I'll make that video and hopefully I'll be able to cover things of that nature. Okay. Mabendu Sharif, just started watching and you are late. No, you are not late at all. Yes, there are some things of this. At the end, I'll post this video. You can be able to do that here. Today, I'm just live here to answer any question. So this is a live question and answer session. You are welcome to ask any question. I hope I'll be able to answer that kind of question. Okay, let's go to another question. Njume Ewane. Hi man, you are doing great job. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you for that one. I'm Clovis from Cameroon. God bless you. God bless you too. Cameroon, we miss you from World Cup. You have been doing fantastic job. At the time we used to watch Cameroon, all the time of Samuel Eto'o and everybody, African Cup of Nations. I remember the jerseys from Cameroon, those the car wash one, like man, Ndiefi back in the day, Mark Vivian 4. Back in the time, man, Cameroon, you were a great team. We miss you guys. So I hope we saw when the African Cup of Nations. We hope that in World Cup we'll be back and we'll be doing a fantastic job to help us Africa to be up again. Okay. Evans Opuki Aning from Ghana. Ghana is my also country which have so many people have been asking me questions over through the comments, through the everything. So I really appreciate people from Ghana, Accra, Ghana, the Black Star. Yeah, I remember back in World Cup 2010, when we were supposed to go to the quarterfinal until when Suarez just jumped and touched the ball and the Samoa Gyan missed that penalty. It was the most devastating thing for Africa, but I'm sure we'll be back again. Yeah. So, Evans Opuk Aning from Ghana. Since I discovered you, have always been watching your videos on your YouTube. Thank you so much, and indeed, I'm enlightened. I'm very much grateful to hear that comment, and I'm happy. How can we get a copy of your scholarship books? Have applied for the video lottery this year. First of all, congratulations for applying, and hopefully you'll be a winner. And I said after the end of this video, I'll give some of the links, and I'm trying to find on how I can put my books on links here. You can be able to do that. There is a guy in my home country, Tanzania, where has an app. It's called the Sim Gazette app, but I don't know that app to download like from the phone. Certain times it's restricting from other countries, but if you go through the website, you can be able to read some of the book. So I'll be able to share the link and you can be able to do that. Okay, love my career. You just do this one. Thank you for sharing and thank you for coming here. Okay, Angum Beltine. Asa, you have a wonderful appreciation from you for your update. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Here it is 12:36 a.m. so midnight, but I cannot stop because I get so good questions from you, and I really appreciate your support. And I'm fired up to continue making the videos. So keep putting the comments and all your questions. I'll be going through these kind of Okay, let's go to another question from Benevolenti Wankujenkri. I don't know, sorry for pronouncing. I'm not very good in names, so sorry for that. Hello, sir. Thank you. I'm really learning a lot from your video. Keep up with your good work. And again, I really appreciate having a continuous support from you, being a viewers here, asking questions, liking videos, sharing the videos is what keeping me my energy, continue doing these videos with you. Okay, I really appreciate that. Lamek Wendo, the notification brought me here. Thank you, sir, and always bring a fresh and informative news. I've really learned a lot since I've subscribed to this channel. Just pray for you and for my grace. So thank you so much. I really appreciate for being subscribed to my channel, and after getting the notification, you are able to join. I really appreciate that one, and this means a lot for me to have people who can appreciate my work. I'm trying a lot to continue to share what my knowledge is, and this is what I'm telling people. It is a responsibility as human beings to make it easier for another person to succeed. The beauty of someone to be happy, to succeed, is not like how much money you have, how much degrees you have, is how many people you can make sure that they can come to your level, even to exceed your level. That is the beauty of success, and that's the humanity or human being is supposed to do that. So, Bro, you say, can you make a vlog video where you live now? Okay, it will be difficult because now it is 12:38. It is very dark outside. So maybe I can do tomorrow. My Saturday afternoon to be night of your time. I can do from outside. I did one time a vlog of my city. So if you can go to the video, it's called the drive around Belton, but that will be one of the way. Okay. There is another question from Pascal Nsengumeremi. If a U.S. permanent resident go to pursue PhD, she can spend 3 years. I think he can lose his green card because he spent more than 2 years. Am I right? Yes, you are right, but you don't lose. The only thing you have to do is to fill the form. It's called advanced parole. You go, that means I'll be out of the country for more than a year consecutively. But you can come to travel to US just for vacation for 1 week and go back again to keep your status up. So no problem. Brito Frank, hello EBM, hello, how are you, Brito? Damas Intaho, Burundian, you are Burundian for nationality. My question is, when green card holder child born at US, they take him like a citizen or green card holder for that too. If a child is born in the US, it doesn't matter the citizenship of the parents, whether you are still a Burundian, whether you are from Chad, from whatever country. A child born in the US is American citizen from day one. Yeah. It doesn't matter whether the citizenship of the parents. And if a parent is a US citizen, for instance, I'm a US citizen, if I go to live in another country in Kenya and my child is born in Kenya, the child will continue to be a citizen because the parent is a US citizen. The only difference is to be a US citizen born out of the country will not become a US president. Because in order to be a US president, and obviously vice president, you have to be a US citizen born in the US land or born in the US military base overseas, because any US military base is considered as a US land, or you are born inside the embassy. Okay, Dr. Nabin, you say, I need your guidance to win for the V 2021. Man, I don't know if I can guarantee that, but as I said, I'm writing now the book. It has over 50 pages so far I've written. It's called What It Takes to Win Green Card Lottery. So this one will be guiding like only mistakes you can avoid, and hopefully you can be able to win, but also what other things you can be able to do in case you didn't win the Green Card Lottery. Dr. Nabin, again, so you are great. Thank you, sir. I really appreciate that. Okay, because of motivation, I'm applying till the V is not, since the V is not closed. Yes, continue applying. I can give some of the testimony. I've applied, let's say, like for over 5 years, but before I became green card holder. But when I was applying for the scholarships, I applied 25 scholarships, and I didn't get 22. I got 3. So just apply, no matter how many times you are going to lose. What are you losing? It's free of charge. Just assume how many countries they are playing for World Cup to qualify, like Tanzania, Kenya, Uganda, whatever. But they know for sure they're not going to win World Cup like Brazil or Germany, but you have to compete every time. Hopefully you keep going further. Sifa Kizanye, Jean Dirac, I think, I don't know. Hello, Mr. EBM. I like too much your videos. Always follow your. We always follow you from DRC Congo. Congo, Democratic Republic of Congo, is very close to my hometown. My hometown is Kigoma, which is very close to Congo in Tanzania. So if you are my home, you can see the mountains in Congo, and we have so many people in my hometown Kigoma who are from the Democratic Republic from DRC. So, okay, I appreciate your easy English for Africa and your Swahili videos too. Thank you so much. Obviously, I'm very bad in languages, so I speak English and Swahili, but even my accent is still typical African, and that's why I don't want to pretend, to start like doing those like, oh, yo, bro, whatever, doing like African American. I'm not. So I'll continue to speak in my normal English. The only thing, when I speak Swahili, when I speak English, sometimes I speak a little bit fast. That is my weakness, which I'm trying to learn to slow down. But I'll continue to have the same accent no matter how many years I've been in the US. This is my accent. I cannot fake it. And I'm happy many Africans can understand me, which is very good. And it is a plus. Okay, Lilian Moragua. What if I win green card as a single with a child? What will be needed for the child and me? Will they need information from my child's school? No, they don't need information from your child's school. They might, depending on the age of the child, sometimes they might require some sort of the father of the child to file some certain information. I'm not so sure, but usually they don't care about the school of the child. The school information, you will need them if you have to go to school here. Just to know, okay, your child is in second grade, to continue the second grade. But if the child is under the age of 5, they don't care you have his kindergarten, because here you can just stay at home until you are 5. So they don't care about your school information. Ramadan Mtozeni, sir, I'm in Sumbawanga. For those who do not know Sumbawanga is one of the regions in Tanzania, nearby the Lake Tanganyika, is not far from Kigoma, in Rukwa. There eat best, fish, migebuka over there. So, but I've never been to Sumbanga before. What should I do to get my book freely published? I have 2 unpublished books yet. So if you go to my playlist, there is a place, YouTube channel playlist, there is free self-publishing books, whatever. There are all those information about Amazon on how you can self-publish your books. As I said, I've published over 11 books so far, and these are some of those books. As you can see, these are some of those books. And yesterday, I just published another book, which is, I published one book, which is, if I can take out this one, I just published yesterday. So there are procedures, even like step by step, on how to upload the video, your book and everything on Amazon. The only difficult part, nowadays, you have to put there are few languages. So English books are the one which are highly regarded, and a few other languages. We used to have what we call Creative Space, which was a subsidiary company of Amazon, where you can be able to upload the book even in other languages. So, but watch those videos and they will guide you. And if you have a specific question, you can ask. I can be able to answer those kind of questions. Dr. Nabinu said, do you have anybody friends from Nepal? Yes, a very good friend of mine, my classmate from when I was doing my master's at the University of San Diego in California. We did it together, Masters in Peace and Justice Studies, Upendra. He did it. He's a very, very, very nice guy. So we are still in touch up to now. 9 years later, after studying our degree together, he's a very nice guy and he's working in the community development and international development. So, yeah, I still have people from Nepal. And my co-worker now, I have a co-worker from Nepal. Very, very smart lady. Okay, another question is Evans Opuk Aning. Apart from YouTube, what are your other social media handles what you can get in touch with? So I have other social media. I use mostly Instagram. And Instagram, they have 2 pages of Instagram. Here you can see is YouTube EBM Scholars. So if you go to Instagram, if you go to EBM Scholars, that is my my Instagram. But also if you go to EBM Signature, that is, so if you go to just type EBM Scholars on Instagram, you'll find my channel over there. But also, if you go on my channel, at the corner, you'll see the Instagram, you'll see a Twitter account, you'll see a blog, you'll see a Facebook. So if you click there, you can be able to see. So my Twitter is just my name, Ernest_Makulilo. You can see there if you go to, so if you go those one, you can be able to find all those kind of Facebook, Ernest Boniface Makulilo, you can be able to get those one. Yeah, on social media, I'm all over. But if you go to my channel, at the corner, you can see all the social media I posted there. And thank you so much. Joseph Musau, every day I watch your videos and they help me a lot. I'm from Nairobi, Kenya. Thank you so much, Joseph. I really appreciate. I've been in Kenya so many times for my work, and I'll be in Kenya this year. For instance, I've been there how many times? I was in Kenya. I was in end of March, beginning of April. I was in Meru in Nairobi. And then in August, I was in Kisumu. And next year, I'll be in March. I'll go to Nairobi and Nakuru. And I'll go to Meru and Kisumu for work. And then August again, I'll go to Meru only. Yeah, so I have so many friends and people I work with, very good people in Kenya. So thank you so much, Joseph. Angumbeltine Obaltine. Winning the lottery with my son, did the embassy need to find out information about the father of my son? What they need is just to make sure, because they have to protect the child. So that we do not know, they might require some information, just like parental consent, it's not just like the right of the child, like both parents are on the same page. You are a single mother, okay? Because obviously, like most of the parents, they say, okay, you can go to with my son. You agree, like kind of that, because they don't want like you just go there and someone come to file like, oh, my child is missing or something like that. So to be more about that, kind of like make sure that you are all on the same page to get some sort of permission to protect the child from being taken away from one parent without the consent of another person. Okay, Dr. Nabini again, do you have any idea how the V lottery process done? Please explain. Yes, I have a video explaining how green card lottery selection is done, but in a very high level, in a very short way. You're asking for the steps. So in a very short way, usually when you apply everybody, what happens is they are going to eliminate, first of all those people who applied 2 times, whatever those mistakes. So these are the actual people who have applied. Then, regardless of where you live, they divided the world into 6 regions or continent, whatever. So Africa, for instance, is one region. Asia is another region. Latin America is another. So it's kind of those regions. Each region is given a certain percentage. Africa, it usually gets higher percentage. In most cases, Africa gets up to 40 to 45% of winners are coming from Africa, followed by winners in Europe and Asia. Europe is like 36%. I have a video explaining those kind of percentages into the data. So, for instance, so Africa, usually each year, at least 20,000 people are coming from Africa. So, for that case, what they do is all Africans, for instance, they're in one pot. All people from Asia in another pot. So regardless whether you live in Germany, wherever you live, but you are from Africa, you're in one pot. Then if they say they're going to take 20,000 from Africa, so the machine is just, or computer is just generating winners from the pot of Africa, and to boom, display 20,000 people from Africa, regardless of the countries. These are the winners from Africa. And it will put like a 2021 AF, that means Africa, and then the number of winners, case number. For Asia, it will be 2021 AS, Asia, and then the number 00, whatever the number, case number of winners. So that is how it is done. Okay, Shadrach Miller. Can I get a full scholarship in the US university? Yes, you can get, as long as you follow all the procedures. You need to have a good GPA. You need to take the English proficiency test. You need to take the GRE or GMAT exam. You have to pay for application fee to apply for the universities. You need to have a very good recommendation letter. You need to have good statement of purpose and apply. You can get a scholarship. Example, myself, I got scholarships. Not just one, I get 3 scholarships to be in the US. I didn't get scholarship. I didn't come in US through lottery. Many people, they think that because I'm talking about the lottery, I'm the winner. No, I came through scholarship. And this is one of this is a catalog for the graduate catalog for the University of San Diego. And this is me back in 2009, 2010, on the front cover of this catalog. So the course catalog, this is 2011, 2013 catalog. This is me on the cover. So which was cool to be on the cover. Yeah. So I got scholarships. So this I have this one forever. Like I keep there. This is me on the cover. That which is cool. Like, oh, on the front one of the catalog. Back in the day, I used to have longer hair like Michael Jackson, like back in Jackson 5. Okay. Okay, let me go to another question. Sorry for everyone if I'm late. Hadija Kasim, when you win the V lottery, you must have both requirements to get a visa, or at least one among the two requirements, means education and work experience. Just one of the two. If you don't have high school education, you must have 2 years of work experience. But if you have a degree and 5 years experience, is a bonus. That's all. So you must have one of the two. If you have high school, even if you don't have any work experience, you are good to go. But if you have high school, or you have bachelor degree, you have masters with 10 years of experience, that's good too. Yeah, so it's either of the two. Okay, Elom Linda. Hi, good morning. Yes, here to me it's good I don't know, early good morning, because it is almost 12:54 a.m. in Central Time. Hello, Elom, Linda. Hi, good morning, EBM. I'm from Ghana. How are you people from Ghana? And my question is, I have different name in my passport and birth certificate, and that for my school certificate. Please, do I need to swear an affidavit? If you win, yes, it will be a good way to swear affidavit. Because, but at the end, the name will be the one in passport. That's the name, especially like now they want a passport. But it will be better to have the affidavit to mean that this name is the same person like this one, just to be in the safe side. For instance, for me, my name is Ernest Boniface Makulilo, but my academics, they are Ernest Makulilo. But my passport and all other documents, birth certificate is Ernest Boniface Makulilo. So which is the same name, so they don't ask. But sometimes it's better to have just to make clear, like, especially if you are married, you change the name to maiden name, things of that nature. It's better to have just like some sort of affidavit to show that. Okay, another question. Dr. Samson Kibona from Tanzania. Asante sana. For those who do not know Swahili, asante sana. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you very much. Commendable job. I really appreciate, sir. Thanks for educating the continents concerning DV, lottery, and self-employed. I really appreciate it, Dr. Kibona, Dr. Samson Kibona. I really appreciate that, and I'll keep doing that, trying to share my experience and sharing different ways on how we can do self-employment, not depending only on just like a full employment, different ways, doing agriculture, doing some sort of chicken, doing some book writing, doing some blogs, do everything, how we can be able to do other things to self-employ ourselves and better ourselves. Susan Ruo, what if I win lottery but I have nobody I know in US? How can you get someone to host me? Just if you win, you can find some people. There are some people they wanted to help you. Even if you do not today, them you can just try, just find some people. There are some people they have good whatever. Okay, I can help you. They'll tell you maybe you come here, you stay for 1 month, then you can find your own place. Some people they can say, okay, you can come here and stay for this short time, and then you can be able to find your own place. Okay, let me put the charger. I see the battery going down, so let me put here, and I will not be able to use. Okay, let me find out. Like, okay, okay. The volume will be different, so I'm taking out this one because now it cannot work. I'm using the charger because, you know, I'm typing. I'm doing this one through my iPhone, but so you cannot have like two things at one. So now I think the thing will change a little bit. The quality of the volume, I don't know, because I cannot hear myself. So hopefully we'll be able to continue and be able to hear well. Okay, so let me try to figure out this one. So sorry everyone if things are not working properly now, because my computer I'm using to read the comments or the questions here and doing that one. So okay, I'm sure it will be keep working. Okay, so the charger is good to go. Okay. So as I said, you'll find a person no matter what. Like there are some people they want to help no matter what. There are still good people around here that can be able to help you. Okay. Dr. Nabin, you say, is it because of some more application from Africa, more percentage? Not because of that per se. The percentage is determined by how many people who are already in America as immigrants from that continent. For instance, in entire Africa, only one country is not eligible, is Nigeria, because they have so many winners already in the green card lottery. But if you go to Europe, you go to Asia, so many countries that have already winners, so many winners already in the US. So that's why you find so many countries in other Latin America, Europe, Africa, Asia, they've already won. So that I think that it has to do. I don't think it's just more about the number of applicants. Okay, Glad's Jaja question is, okay, let me see. I just want to know that after your successful DV lottery interview, when should you leave for the US. Let's say you entered the DV 2020, you already did your interview. When is still 2019? Do you have to wait for 2020? No. If you apply for the DV lottery, you win, you do the interview, you get the visa. After getting the visa, it has 6-month expiration. So there you are getting the visa, you can leave the same day or next day, but don't wait until 6 months. After 6 months, that visa is going to be expired. So if you are not in the US within 6 months, your green card is going to be bye-bye. Okay, Dr. Kibona, Dr. Samson Kibona, in case I win a DV and my job country is running my own clinic using herbal medicine, I make it myself in my small factory. Can I continue to do the same even in the US? Yes, you can, but you have to do a lot of things about getting certification, approval of those country from US FDA, because you cannot just start here selling your herbal products because it's health-related things. That's number one. You have to get certification. You get something from some of the commission, which is US FDA, things dealing with the medicine, things of that nature. Number one. But secondly, you have to know that are you going to get customers here? Because people, yes, there are people who are using herbal, but how many people are using herbal clinics versus to go to the actual other doctors? Remember, over here is about insurance. Do insurance cover those one? Why should I go to your clinic and get the medicine if you are not approved to get some using some of the insurance? While if I go to these hospitals, the insurance will pay for my medicine. So those are the things you have to you see. Not everything we do in Africa can be transferable and applicable to this one. But if you get proper certification, you can be able to do and see how your market will be. Okay, let's go to another question. Okay, another question is from Wizire, I think, Olivia. Question regarding the military. Is it possible to change from active duty to reserve? And how is it going? No. Once you sign the contract and you go to the boot camp with active duty, you can change before you start going. But after being active, you cannot say, okay, today I change my mind, I'm going to be reserve. No. But if you are reserve, you are allowed to change to become active. You can do that. There are paperwork to be active. But while you are active, you're going to say, oh, I want just to chill to become reserve. No. You have to finish your 4 years. Then, if your first contract is 4 years, then you can say, I want to be reserve. You are okay with that one. And what it takes to join the in terms of education to join the military, whether it's, if you want to join like enlisted, it's just minimum is high school. That's all. And obviously you do need to have a lot of criminal record or things of that nature. Sifa Kizanye, you're asking, why don't you like or reply or reply comments to your videos? It discourages us and always comment. First of all, I apologize for that. For the past 2 weeks, I've not been able to be active on YouTube because as I said, I was making sure I'm finishing this book. This book is having 498 pages. So that's why it kept me, even like if you have noticed, I haven't uploaded videos. Per day, I get at least 300 comments. At least minimum. So to be on top of those one, usually it's very, very difficult. And I'm always, because every single, like in a normal way, I uploaded 2 to 3 videos per day. And I get a lot of comments. And my responsibility to make sure that I'm responding to comments, like the comments. So I'm apologizing for the past 2-3 weeks. I haven't been able to be that much active. But my goal usually is to make sure that 100% reply, 100% liking and comment to be very active on my comments. So I'm so sorry for that. But I've already uploaded my video. So the rest of the year, I have to be back on my game. So sorry for that. Dr. Nabin, as you say, this time we have double number of visas as compared to the last time before on this option before, of less or no application from whole world. I don't understand your question, but what I said is this year we'll have less number of applicants because of the introduction of the passport requirement. So there will be less number. Usual, let's say if there are 10 million people who applied, possibility of to have 5 to 6 million will be higher. Like that will be the number of applicants, because majority of people, they don't have passport or they didn't know the requirement. And in many countries, in developing countries, it's very difficult to get a passport in a short notice. So that will increases the chance of people to win who have applied for the lottery. Kisii money, I think you are money from Kisii. That is be Kenya. Talk of the passport. Yes, for the if you are asking for the passport requirement for the DV lottery, if you are applying for the green card lottery, you need to have the passport. That is a new requirement for the DV lottery, and it has started this year. Why did they introduce that one? Sometimes I'm sure people are upset. It used to be like there are so many people can go there and put maybe 5 different identities, change the birthday, put different names, and when they come to look like you want this one, they can forge those kind of information. And it's, you know, some developing countries, sometimes it's easier to have forged identification. So to protect that, that's why they introduced the passport requirement from this year, from 2019 for the DV 2021. So if you don't have the passport, you make sure that you get the passport. And another thing I told people, even if the time of application comes, you don't have the passport, go and apply what we call emergency or temporary passport. Those you get for a month, 2 months to travel to a neighboring country. If you're from East Africa, you say you are traveling to a neighboring country. If you're from Africa, from ECOWAS, West Africa, you say you are going from another country. SADC, you say you are going within a SADC, they will give you the temporary travel document, and then you can use it. Okay, run, yeah. I don't know. Can I add my wife under the DS26 after marriage, applying whatever? Yes. If you, that the time you apply for the lottery, you are single. You got married, for instance, now, and you won. You get married before you fill the DS260, both of you will be able to come. Yes. Kiago Hussein, please give us your number. If you go to the comments, I've already put my number, but the condition is the same. Please don't call me. For instance, like now it is 1:06 a.m. very midnight. Everybody's asleep now. So my number is +1 619 228 4381 1619 228 4381. Don't call. Send a WhatsApp message, please. Okay. Kevin Kiwale. Sawa mstaafu, nakupata vizuri. Thank you so much. Kevin Kiwale is my friend. We grew, we studied together, like we were different classes in Mbeya, Tanzania, and in universities. We have been like, we know each other. I came to US under Fulbright scholarship. He came under Fulbright scholarship in different years. He did his his master's here. He's now a PhD student. He's doing very great thing. So yeah, thank you so much, Kiwale, for being up to this time and following up on me. Bobo Divine, I'm sure you're doing good. Samane E, hi, I'm from Iran. What will happen if I win lottery considering the travel ban? As I said, in a basic regulation of the travel ban, to what I know, I'm not a lawyer, travel ban doesn't affect certain kind of visas. But consular can just decide to give you, not to give you the visa. But basically, travel ban cannot affect like immigrant visa, like if you win. If you come as a student, it affects, like you come for the business, tourist, whatever. There is a video I've explained just specific about travel ban. What does that mean? But as I said, sometimes I've seen some people who have been denied because of the travel ban. Bobo, you ask, what if I win the lottery and my wife just give birth? What can I do? You add your child into the application of the DV 260, and then you will come with your child. Dr. Nabinu asking, does the V is continuing for 2022? Any idea? Yes, it will continue. No president, no person is able to change or to cancel the DV lottery until Congress decides so. But it still will continue to be there until the Congress decides so. Up to now, Congress has never changed it, so it will continue to be there. Okay, let's go to another question. Father Rahman Hassan, thank you very much for the information you provided to us every day. I'm from Sudan. If I win the DV 2021 and you went alone, when can I apply for my family? Really appreciated what you are doing. Thank you for appreciating that. But it depends what you mean by what say. What about your family? What do you mean by your family? Because if you apply lottery and you win, you can come with your spouse. If you are a woman, you can come with your husband. If you are, your husband, you can come with your wife, and you can come with your kids. Those are your immediate family. You can come with them. But your family cannot just apply for your nephew to come with you. No. If you apply for your parents are not priority because you are still a green card holder. But if you come to America and become a US citizen and apply for your parents, they will get the green card within 6 months to at least a year. The process can go there that long and they can get a green card. Elisha Ngetichi. Hi Makulilo, I'm a nursing student from Kenya. Can I transfer to a US university though I applied for green card? If you win the green card, yes, you can transfer, but remember, the cost of nursing degree here is very expensive. So my advice will be just study there. You can come here with your green card if you win, and then just attend here, get your green card, go back, finish your degree, and come in the US and take the registered nurse exam, because it's very expensive unless otherwise you get a scholarship. But you're allowed to transfer, there is no problem. Okay, Moji Naji Kualao. I don't know how. If I didn't apply with my family and I win the lottery, how will I do while the interview? Because I had a problem during the process of application. Please, this is the regulation. If let's say you have children and you didn't say you have children in the application, you win, you come to add those children, they deny you the visa. But if you apply and they assume you didn't have the official marriage, so you said you are single, if you win, go and get official marriage certificate, and then you can come to US with your family. But if you said, especially children, you say no, because there is a video I explained that one. And I posted like 2 days ago, I think. Okay, Dr. Nabinu asked, do you have Facebook ID? Yes, I have Facebook, which is my name, Ernest Boniface Makulilo. EBM stands for my name, Ernest Boniface Makulilo. So that is my Facebook. WhatsApp, I've already given the number. I don't use Viber anymore. Yeah. Okay, so I think I've catch up to all questions so far. So, any other question, people? Nash, Nana, no question, but you are the best teacher. Thank you so much. There is one book. There is one video I've created today before this live, and that video I'm going to post it tomorrow. Is saying why I didn't become a teacher. Let me find that book cover. Let me show you. Okay, where is that one? Let me show you. So, I don't know if I can be able to show you properly. This is one of the book cover. The book I'll be able to write is called Why I Didn't Become a Teacher. I mean, I've been teaching for quite some time, but technically I didn't become a teacher sometimes they catch like, okay, this is a good cause, you'll be getting money, whatever. So sometimes those things happen. So I want to write that kind of book and to give like my my college choices. What does that mean? How does that affect or benefit me currently? And what if I have to do a career choice? Would I become a teacher again or not? Things of that nature. Sifa Kizanye. The difficulty thing in the DV program is to find the sponsor. There is no organization who can help new immigrants. Yes, there are organizations which can help people, but you are already here. So they cannot help you to sponsor, like to where you come to stay. No, but if you are here, there are certain sources like how can you get a quicker job? How can you do that? But they are not here to say, okay, let me find a sponsor. Let me find a place to host me. There are no those organizations. But it will be a good idea if there are those like to help those other people. Okay, Dr. Abid, you say thank you very much, and good night to me over here. Yes, here you say in Nepal it is 1 p.m. Yeah, we have so many hours difference. While it is 1 p.m. here, it is 1 a.m. Man, almost 12 hours difference. Opoku Elvis, thank you EBM. I'm from Ghana. Elvis from Ghana. I've applied for the DV lottery this year, but I'm not a graduate. I'm a carpenter for 5 years now. Am I qualified for the program? Yes, you qualify for the program. If you win, you show the work experience. If you don't have high school and the 5 years of experience, yeah. Kefa Nyachai. Okay, first of all, Dr. Abin, you ask another question. What about free book, ebook for EBM scholarship in US? Can you send the link? Let me find it quick here. There is this. Let me find. There is this link. As I said, there is one guy is having the. Okay, sorry. Let me find. There is this link. It's called the Sim Gazette app. But I'm sure. Okay, so sorry. Okay, where can I? Okay, now I'm getting confused. Where am I? Okay, sorry. I was just finding free scholarship book. I'm typing now. Is ebook. If you go to that website and search for Ernest B. Makulilo on books section. If you go to that website and get Sim Gazette, so the problem of this one, I don't know, some other countries, they have also what do they call Sim Gazette app. Is a free app, but the problem of that one, sometimes in other countries cannot work because they want you to pay. But even if the book is free, so that you can put your information like M-Pesa, Tigo Pesa, like certain kind of payment system like mobile pay. So I don't know, other countries doesn't work, but if you use the website, you can be able to download the book and read the book. So in that website, you can see these scholarship books. So there is this one which I just uploaded. And then you can find this one, True Memories of the Scholarship Guy. This one, if you know Swahili. All these books are free. So you can be able to get them. Okay. Hello, EBM. I'm Kefa Nyachai, a holder, diploma, medical, laboratory technology. Are there any scholarship for diploma holders? That means you are looking for bachelor's degree. I already explained, there is a video explaining about how difficult it is to apply for bachelor's degree. It's very complicated because most priority is not for bachelor's degree. There are so many things about language requirement. Also, so I cannot just want to go all over, but if you go to my playlist of scholarships, you can see a video about specifically about bachelor's degree, undergraduate scholarships. That's one of the things. Yeah. And then there is a video about Berea, which they give scholarships for that. Then another question is from Fadhal Rahman El Hassan. So my question is, if I win, if we went together as a family and went alone to US, is there a specific time to apply for my wife? And like after 1 year or something like that. If you win with your wife, you win. Please come with your wife right away. If you don't come with your wife, it will take a long time to bring your wife because you'll be a green card holder, and to bring your wife here, you have to wait at least 5 years to become a citizen to petition for your wife. But if you fill the information along with your wife, you can come together right away as both as green card holder. You can come right away and get the card, and your wife can go back. If you want to stay 1 year, you make the life first. But don't come here and say, I'm not coming with my wife. It will cost you a lot to bring your wife. Yeah. And you say many things are really for that. Okay. Jacobo Abuogo, what is the minimum age to enlist in the U.S. Air Force? To enlist in the military, you must be 18 years and above, and to join any branch. But if you are 17, you must get the parental consent approval from your parents. Kefa Nyachai from Kenya. Okay. Man, I've been here like 2 hours, 94 minutes already. Being live here is no joke. Man, I'm already hungry. Well, it is me almost like 1 going to 2 a.m. here. 1:20. This is a long, something like that. Maureen Nabakuza. If I win the lottery and currently I'm in Kuwait, can I just go back to my country and provide the Interpol for my country, or do I need to get first from here also? If you have lived in any country for more than 6 months, you need to get over there. So police clearance record, if you're from Kenya, for instance, and you live in Kuwait, you have lived in Kuwait for more than 6 months, so you need to have 2 police clearance, 1 from Kuwait, 1 from your country of origin, because you have lived there. So that's how it works. That Nabil say, please email me your book. I don't email the PDF direct. I email the link because there is a protection I put instead of just having like the entire book like that way. Because if you read it from those websites, you cannot just have like a PDF and forward just for the matter of like protection. Just like if you have ever used the ebook on Kindle, for instance, on Amazon, you cannot download and forward as a PDF. So because of that protection, you can download the book and read it from the phone or from the computer, but you cannot forward the entire book for free. So it's just the matter of protection, how they put it that way. So I don't have the PDF to forward it to people. So I'm sorry for that. Opuk Elvis, you are saying, EBM, thank you very much for your good advice you have been given on social media. May God bless you and your family. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. That gives me more energy. Give me up some. So, like, okay, there are some people, they appreciate what I'm working. There are some people, they are benefiting from what I'm working. And that what keeps me up to this midnight and be able to share this way. But if I could be not hearing people like you, being here to support things like this way, why should I waste my time? But because of people like you, I'm the one, I get this one. That Rabiru say, I don't get it. I don't know what you mean. You don't get it, like, you just need to go to that website and you can be able to see the book. There are newspaper, or whatever, like there is newspaper. There is something like that. There is option for audios. Go to option of books. If you click books, you will see the books. You can search my name in that one. Don't go on the newspaper. Don't go to the audios. Go to the books on that website. You'll be able to see that. Maureen didn't. You say like what if it's not easy to get one? You have to get the police clearance. It's easy process to get, because if you don't get it, you cannot get the lottery. So I mean, they cannot give you green card without the clearance, because you cannot bring criminal in America. So it's just to you. You have to get it. It's not like an option. It's a requirement. Jacobo, you asking, sorry, EBA, maximum age to be enlisted in US is E1 in US Air Force. To join the military Air Force, Marine is maximum age is 29 to go as enlisted. The one which is higher is U.S. Army and Navy is 35 maximum age. Maureen, you are asking, and I rely here. I'm rarely hear you give information about Uganda lottery info. Yeah, the lottery info is just the same. It doesn't matter whether you're in Uganda, whether you are in Kenya, whether you're in Ghana, whether you're in Nepal, whether you're in Sudan. It's the same information. So it's the same process, the same procedures. Sifa Kizanye, you're asking how can we contact you in private? I've already given my number here, mentioned it all the time. You can just send me a WhatsApp message. Yeah. Hassan, you're asking EBM, really appreciate, and may God bless you. Thank you so much, sir. I really thank you, appreciate you too for being up and following me up here. Susan Ruo, you're asking, you say what? 2 police clearance. If you live in 2 countries, obviously you need to have 2 police clearance record. If you have lived in a country for more than 6 months, yes, they have to, but if you are in another country for 2 weeks, you don't need a clearance record. You lived in 2 countries. What you have done, you have committed a crime in another country. So obviously you need 2 clearance record. If you lived in 4 countries, like 1 year, 1 year, 1 year, you need to have more than that, yes. So you say, I'm in Qatar right now, and sometimes these Arabs are here to are hard to understand. It's not about your option, it's a requirement. If you don't want to come to America, then don't get it. So it's up to you to get the clearance. Yeah. So what you need to do is, that's why on the lottery you have more than 1 year to process. It's not like you win today, tomorrow you come here. No. You win, there is a process. So even if you take 1 month, 2 months to get the clearance, you'll get it in the end. So that is how it works. You have to do no matter what it takes to get the clearance record, yes. Okay, if I can have a few more questions, like 1, 2, 3, whatever it is, before I sign out. 100 minutes, almost nearby 2 hours, so that it is 1 hour and 40 minutes online. So Tindana, you are saying your passport last number is 269, but you made a mistake, 296. Will that affect me? It will not affect you, but if you win, you will put in the correct the correct passport number, and then in that way, if you go to the interview, you can go with that expression that you made a small mistake. Obviously, there is no much of the big problem. They will see your actual passport and there is no problem at all. Tambue Marie, you say you are still waiting for more weight loss videos. I will make more videos. The next video is about weight loss. Is just talking more about using lemon or lime, citric acid into helping people to lose weight, things of that nature. I have that one in Swahili, so I want to make the English video of the same. G. Hamzi, you say, please, I'm Ghanaian immigrant working in Libya for almost 10 years now. I applied for the DV lottery for the first time. Please, if I'm selected, should I return to Ghana? No, it's not a must. It's up to your choice. Whether you want to interview in Ghana or in Libya. You can process in Libya, you can process in Ghana, it's up to you. But as I said, because you have lived for more than 6 months in another country, you are originally from Ghana, you need to have 2 police clearance records, 1 from Ghana, 1 from Libya. Rama Mshana, you say, if I am F1 student at the University of Dayton, Ohio, I have applied for the DV lottery. What about my status is going to be changed? Yes. If you win, your status is going to change. What we call, you don't fill the form DS-260 for people to come to America. DS-260 is to go to the visa interview at the consular's office at the embassy. But if you're already in the US as F1, you have to do what you call adjustment of status. You fill the form I-485, whatever the form, adjustment of status form to 864 adjustment of status form to to become green card holder. It's the same form someone, I feel when I got married to American citizen, is the same form. You are adjusting status from F1 to immigrant green card. Okay, Kirabo Joseph. Supposing I'm having a kid of 3 months by the time my coming to US, do I need to do paperwork, visa fees and travel fees for my kid, or it's free of charge? There is no free of charge. Your kid will also do the medical. You have to pay for the medical, has to pay for the visa fee. Everybody has to do the same. So there is no free of charge. The free is maybe if your wife comes here while is pregnant. Obviously, they cannot charge the pregnant unborn baby. Tindana Michael say thank you, and thank you too. Munish, Minnesota. I'm sure you are in Munish from Minnesota. You're in Minnesota. Indeed, that is so cold area. Even if you haven't won the green card, is there any other ways of going to US easy? First of all, there is no say going to the US easy. Coming to US is not easy. It's very difficult. Just like going to Europe, it's not easy. If it could be easy, everybody will be here. Everything is difficult. It takes a little process. That's why I talk more about the scholarships. I put in my books, because the scholarship is one of the ways of coming to America. And if you get a scholarship, it will be easier. I mean, to get a scholarship is difficult, but it will be easier for consular to give you the visa because you have financial someone paying for you. But other ways, if you get married to American citizen, obviously you'll get to come here. But also some of the ways you can come to visit, but it's very difficult. You have to go back to your home country. Yeah. And there is a video of been explaining what other ways can you do if you don't win the green card. And they have put it on the playlist of green card videos on the playlist on my channel. Susan will say, what if I get my police clearance from Qatar? Then by the time I'll be going back to Kenya, it will be just 2 months to my interview. Do I still have to take the police clearance in Kenya? The point is, you have to take, if you live in Qatar, you take one in Qatar, you take another one in Kenya. Because you are Kenyan citizen, so you have lived more than a year in your country. So the point is, if you have lived in 2 countries for 6 months and above, you need to have 2 clearance. That's all. You need to have 2 years. So you need to have 1 police clearance for your country of origin and another one in the country you lived, even if you have lived for 1 year. Samuel Sule, you say, can you still win the lottery and get a visa if you are not married? Yes, obviously there is no requirement you must be married to apply for the lottery and to come to US. If you are single, you come single. They don't care. But if you are married, you come with your wife or your husband. Kualao Naji, you say, thank you, EBM. I've got what I wanted. Be blessed. Thank you so much. And I'm glad I was being able to be helpful to help to answer some of the questions. Okay. Kirabo Joseph, how much bank balance required for me to get to US visa and a fresh start if I win the lottery? I cannot say exactly how much. It depends when, which state you are going, whether the person you are going to stay to that particular person. If you are going to stay, what is your arrangement? Are you going to pay that person's apartment wise, or is the person say you can come and stay for 6 months, maybe 3 months for free? So all those factors will determine. So if you are going to stay for someone for free, maybe for 6 months, you don't need much. You need something to start with. Even 1,000 will be enough. But if you are going to stay to someone from the one you are going to pay for the visa, apartment, obviously you need to have money for apartment, money for food. So at least to start with each month to have at least 1,000. So you need to have at least 5,000 to start up while you are looking for other jobs, things of that nature to start with. That will be, I can simply say that way. Kwame, you are asking, thank you for the update, EBM. I would like to know if a compulsory to get I-134 because it's very difficult to get someone. I answered that question in a video. The difference between should you file I-34 or I-1, 485, whatever. I have that a lot of discussion that one. That form is not a requirement. And I've explained that and I've put the links why it's not a requirement. But some of the embassies might ask you to do. So just go into that video about playlist on my YouTube. On the playlist, there is a video on green card specifically talking about that form and why it's not a requirement. And I put links to show that the law doesn't require even the links from the official when you get for the visa interview requirement, what you need to go with. There is not that requirement. But sometimes consular might ask you to do that. Okay, Kwame Owusi, my second question is, I would like to know if your book on how to win DV lottery is out. If it's out, please, where can we get it? It is not out yet. I'm still writing. I've just started writing. I've written like 50 pages, and it will be more than 100, 200 pages more to come. So it will be before Easter, so February up to end of April. That book will be already live, and I will share the link how to get it for free. Dr. Samson Kibona from Tanzania again. If I do agriculture and horticulture in my country, can I be able to run it in the US? As I mentioned from the beginning, not everything is transferable and be able to do. So you are doing agriculture. Okay, if you come here, how are you going to do agriculture? Do you have the land in the US? Do you know the price of land? It's very expensive. Here, you don't just come here and just use your hand hoe and do that. And if you come here and do agriculture, what kind of things are you going to sell? Are you going to compete with the companies which are going to produce thousands and thousands of acres or tons of food? So sometimes it's not like, that's why I usually tell people there is a video I'm explaining. If you come here, just stay at least 6 months, learn the system, but don't come, I'm coming to do agriculture. What, you are 1 acre. Remember, the same thing you are going to do, let's say you are going to do in strawberry. There is a company producing maybe 1,000 acres of strawberries. Are you going to compete in terms of market with that company? What kind of business are you going to invest here? So don't assume you just come here and just you can run like how we run the business in Africa. No. So don't just rush. Just come here and learn. See by yourself, then see how you can go about it. Christabella Mpelumbe, njia gani unaweza kutumia kukaa muda mrefu ukimaliza masomo USA? For those who don't know Swahili, the question is, how long will you be able to stay in the US after your studies? And obviously we're talking about legally after completing that one. So let me quickly answer that one in Swahili, because someone asking Swahili maybe wants to know more in Swahili. Kawaida ukimaliza masomo, iwe ni bachelor, masters au PhD, unapewa kibali, unataka kuapply upewe kibali kinachoitwa ni OPT, optional practical training, ambapo ni mwaka mmoja for social sciences classes. If umesoma masomo ya sayansi na technology, unapewa mpaka miezi 18 kufanya OPT training au kufanya kibali cha kazi. Kwa baada ya pale na mazingira ya mlele pale unabidi ufanye. Kama ukitaka kuendelea, unabidi uende tena shule na mambo mengine ya namna ile pale. Nadhani nimeweza kukujibu katika mazingira ya namna ile pale. Na ngoja nijibu kwa Kiingereza. So was asking a question about if you successfully finish your studies, how long can you continue to be in the US legally and maybe whatever. So I said, if you finish your bachelor, master's or PhD, you have the option to apply what is called the OPT, optional practical training. You get a working permit for minimum 1 year for non-science programs to work in a professional setting, to get work experience. But if you're in science and technology, you can get up to 18 months working experience and you can be able to work. After that, if you want to go back to school or you go back to your home country. Susan is saying, thank you for answering all my questions. Still following you. Thank you so much, Susan. Elisha Nketichi, hi again. I'm back. So I saw somewhere to be precise on Facebook about Navy scholarship. Is it true or scam? That is a scam. There is no typical Navy scholarship. If you are joining the military here, you'll get what we call GI Bill, which is you get because you are the military. So there is no Navy scholarship they bring from you another country to come to study here. No, they don't do that. That is specific for military personnel. Is a benefit while you are in the military, whether you are in the Navy, whether you are in the Air Force, things of that nature. Rosalind Blay, what if you went back to your country and later find out you won the lottery? Must you go back to the previous country for a police form? There is a way, I don't know what country, but there is a way you can get a police requirement without being there, because I don't know, some of the developing countries is very difficult. You have to be in person. Some countries that you can just apply, they look on the system. You have never been caught with any crime, they can give you online. So it depends on country to country, how do they issue the police clearance record. So I cannot answer for all countries. Mary Maina, good work, Mr. EBM. Thank you so much, Mary. And Tambue Marie, thank you for the book. Thank you so much. And Tambue Marie, you are saying thank you for the upcoming book. Thank you so much too. I'll keep writing and see if I can be able to help. Dr. Nabin, is there any chance to get selected in DV? As I told you, apply for that one. In the end, it's the lottery. There is a video explaining the chances. It's just each person has different chances. There is no like a trick, and people, they do mistake, they apply twice. If you apply twice, they eliminate you. Don't try to do a trick. If you are single, apply single. If you are single, apply you married and you don't come with your wife, they are going to eliminate you. If you have kids, you don't say you have kids. Don't try to make any trick. Just apply properly. If you are married with your kids, just put it that way. If you are single, put it single. Just follow the procedures. Don't try to be smarter than US. You'll get surprised. You'll be eliminated quick. Kirabo Joseph say, lastly, I don't have any friend or relative in the US. How easier of someone to get a person to assist at least 1 month in the process of getting a job, and what is the minimum salary for the casual jobs? First of all, you don't need a friend to find a job. This is not Africa or Asia, like you have to get a job to find someone to connect you. All the jobs you can apply online. You just apply and go and do the jobs. Yeah. Most of the minimum jobs, each state has a minimum job, maybe $8.50 or $9. Those are the basic jobs. Some jobs you can start with $10. It can be working in the warehouse, working at the grocery store, supermarket, working at the supply, shipping, whatever it is. Those are working at the restaurant, cooking, cleaning. So can it be average mostly like $10 per hour? Yeah. So, but to find a place to stay is just your responsibility. That's why we tell people, don't stay like, okay, I'm in Africa, I'm so much committed to Africa. I hate all people who are in America or in Europe. I don't want to hear from them. Just be connected with other people around the world. You never know next time you visit other people. And don't bash people because they're in America. Okay, these people, maybe they feel like they are superior or something. Just be positive. You can find some people who are good on internet and just get connected too. Maureen, you asking what's the total fee required for the whole process after winning the lottery? So assuming if you are single, you have to do the medical. The medical usually depends on each country, but mainly is 300 to 500 depending on the country to country medical. Then there is visa fee, 330, and then you do police clearance, which is maybe $5, $10 depending on the country to country. Then from there is, after getting the actual visa, either before you come, even after arriving here, you have to pay 210 for what they call service, something like that. Yeah. And then obviously your flight ticket. So those are the kind of costs like to start with. Okay. Dr. Nabin, how can we know that we are not doing a mistake while registering for DV lottery? That's why I have a video explaining step by step when I was filling for someone. So it's very simple. Are you married? If you say no, you are lying. That is a mistake. If you have kids, they tell you, do you have kids? You say no. And by kids, they mean you have your blood kids or whatever, your wife kids. But you put it like your nephew as your kid, that's the mistake. Simple like that. They say white background photo, you put a blue background. That is a mistake. They say, yeah, so those are the simple mistakes you have to avoid. Yeah. Be truthful. and follow the procedure. That's why I have videos like what are the steps, and I've been explaining this question. What does that mean? Procedure by step. Or you can go and read the instruction. They have each year they put the instruction, each question. What does that mean and what we're supposed to fill? They reveal the lottery themselves. They put all those instructions, so you can be able to know to avoid the mistakes. Okay, Enyazu Zempa. So how much would I pay if you do master's scholarship application on my behalf in US or EU from Tanzania? I don't want to take anybody's money. No. One time I planned to open a company to do that, but I came to realize like it will be a big mistake, because some people, you might take people money, and they know for sure to apply is not a guarantee to win, to get a scholarship, but they might go to the internet, okay, this guy is a scam, whatever. So for me, I can guide you on how you can apply on your own and do scholarship, and I don't want to have your money. You went from Tanzania, you want to apply in Europe, go and take the English proficiency test. I have the video, I have links on how you can get the books and how you can train yourself. Go and take the 12 or British exam. Take the exam and apply in Europe. These are procedures. Do by yourself. Don't give me the money, and if you don't get it, all the fault is coming to me. Because remember, there is no guarantee, because you are not the only one. In America, apart from the English proficiency, there is GRE, as I said. Take the GRE or GMAT exam and apply on your own. I'm not applying for any person on behalf. I don't want to go, oh, this person is a scam. He's usually taking people's money and he's taking, no. I've never taken any person's coin for the past 12 years. I've never done that, and I don't plan to do that. I know how people can exaggerate in things, and it can be out of control. Kirabo say, is there any access for people who just started journalism to access that kind of jobs? Any job is just how you find it, but you cannot just come here because you studied bachelor in journalism, just assume you just jump and become on CNN. No. You can start doing internship, volunteering to the local news. It takes time. Any job, that's why I say, no matter how, even if you have been the best journalist in your country, the best number one, you cannot just come here and get a job in CNN or Fox News. No. You start from volunteering, working with those just odd jobs. Yeah, any job you can get, but you just don't assume you can just come here and just start at the top. No. Okay, Jackson Petro, can you apply for American scholarship while you are not living in your country? It doesn't matter where you live, you can apply. Yeah, you can apply as long as you follow the procedures. Christian Bella Mpembule, you say asante sana kaka, na mimi nasema asante, thank you and you are welcome. Karibu tena. Roslyn Blay, what if you are back to your country and later find out you won? I've already answered that question. I've already answered that. It doesn't matter. If you have lived in any country for more than 6 months, you must get to work, police clearance record in that country. So, I've already answered that one. You must have that one. So whether it's difficult, it's not difficult, is a requirement. Rosalie, you say you're from Ghana. Alibaba, hello sir, hello, how are you? Adu Asare, please, if I have traveled to Canada before, can I get visa from American visa? Easy. It's not easy, but you have advantage because you have traveled to a first world country and you went back to your home country, or you are still in that country legally. So it gives you more likeliness. You have been kind of like another country has trusted you, so it's easier. It's just like say, okay, you have played for Manchester United, so it is easier to play for the bigger team like Arsenal, Real Madrid, Barcelona. But if you have been playing Asante Kotoko of Ghana, a small team like that, you cannot just jump to go to Barcelona. No. But if you have played for the bigger animal, it's easier to play for the bigger animal or bigger teams. So if you have been to Canada, you have been to Britain, that is giving you advantage of being trusted by other big countries. Okay, Kwame Ous, a friend of mine from Ghana, got selected in the DV 2020. When he was filling the forms, he forgot to add a stepchild. Will this be an issue when he go to the interview? Yes, it will be an issue because he can come alone without that stepchild. What he has to do, he has to write to the KCC that can you please open my form? I didn't know I'm allowed to add a stepchild. I assumed I have to put only my biological child. They can open it for you and you can add a stepchild and then you can close it again. That's what you are supposed to do. And there is no problem. There is a person I advise the same thing. They need to put the stepchild and it has updated and is going to the visa interview in January. Okay, Ali, you say, please, how are you doing, sir? I'm doing good. How could I get your email? I would like to ask you some question, platform in private. So my email is ebmakulilo@yahoo.com. I just put it here on the comment. You can just send me over there. So already there on the comment, you can see my email there. Okay. Samuel Sule, one thing I want to know is what is the next after reach US? What is the life of regarding finding job, finding a place to settle at? Do I need to have English exam certificate when I'm applying for the DV? DV Lottery doesn't care about your English proficiency, whether you speak German, whatever, they don't care. Is not applying for scholarships. Education, that is a requirement. But for this other, like you're coming for green card, no, it doesn't. Finding a job, you come here. As I said, you have to find a job to survive. Just you, no matter what your level of education, what experience you have in your country, you have to do normal jobs. Remember, even in the US, some people who are American citizen, born here, raised here, who are in college, they do normal jobs working into McDonald's, they do working into Walmart, they do working into a warehouse, they do working into the restaurant, so that they can study and get a little bit of money to survive, to pay bills. So you come here, you just do the normal jobs first while you are looking for better jobs, what do you want in your career. So that is something else you have to consider. And another question you say, a place to settle at. So you need to find somewhere to start with. Maybe it's person you know, a friend, person can stay here for like a month, 2 months. Then you start getting, you find an apartment and wherever you start to survive. As long as you come here with a green card from day one, you are allowed to start working. You just quickly apply for the social security number. You get your social, you have your card, you just start looking for a job. The only advice I can give you, don't come here and say, oh, you know, I'm in Tanzania, or my country is Senegal. I used to be a bank manager, so I want to be a bank manager of US Bank. No, go there and wash toilets, clean whatever. I did all those things with my master's degree. Put your ego away, and in America, what matters is how much money you're going to get. Get someone to trust you. Get someone to, on your recommendation, someone has a work experience within America. So you start here and go up. Okay. Another question. Okay. Bobo Divine, what if I win lottery and I'm in Dubai working in a company? What can I do? You just fill the forms while you're in Dubai and you can choose. Do you want to do your interview in Dubai or you want to do your interview from your country? If you're from Ghana, if you are from Senegal, if you are from Nairobi, Kenya, you put there. If you're from Zimbabwe, you put from Zimbabwe. Do you want to do from your home country, mother country, or you want to do from Dubai? So that's what you choose when you are filling DS-260. So if you put you want to do in Dubai, but still, as I said, you will be required to have two clearance, police clearance from your mother country and the country you live. Okay. Naji, you say, hello, I'm back again. If you are widower with one daughter and you got married without official certificate, what do you do in the interview? Before you go to the interview, you must get the marriage certificate. No matter the arrangement in your country, there are countries, if you stay with a woman, your husband and wife, people you stay together for 6 months, like in Tanzania, you are wife and husband. But in American law, you are boyfriend and girlfriend. It's just so, but I don't have the birth certificate. How can I prove that is your child? So you must get a birth certificate to prove that is your child. So, to prove that you are husband and wife, you have to get a marriage certificate. No matter how the customary law in that country you are. Remember, you are going to American embassy, you have to have the documentation is needed there. So documentation, you need to have the marriage certificate. So go to your registrar office of your country and get marriage certificate. Whether you're going to get married at that time, whether you are going to get the marriage certificate, whatever it is, you must get the government ID and a marriage certificate. Okay, another question. Samuel Sule, thank you so much. Thank you for your help. It means a lot to us, and I really appreciate that. It has been almost 2 hours and 8 minutes, 128 minutes since I've been live here. Man, that's a lot of minutes. Okay, let me keep going. Kirabo Joseph, please enlighten me the prices of rent fees in terms of single room, double room as well. So, okay. First of all, I cannot speak for everywhere, but I can give you just the rough way. It depends on so many factors. One, what state do you live? Overall is a state. Then it comes what city and what neighborhood. So let me start with what state. If you go to New York, it's very expensive. If you go to Hawaii, it's very expensive. If you go to California as a state, it's very expensive. If you go to a specific city, for instance, New York, you go to Manhattan or New York City. If you go to Illinois, as in Chicago, as a city. If you go to California, either in San Francisco, LA, San Diego, Hawaii, all those, like if you go to DC, Virginia, Northern Virginia, you go to Maryland, it's so expensive. So those areas, for instance, I lived in California, I can talk specifically about California. I lived there for 7-8 years. Single bedroom. When we say single bedroom, that means we are talking about the room, bathroom, toilet, bath, whatever. We are talking about kitchen, living room. That is one bedroom. So there is one room of sleeping, but with all those things. That room in California, average is 1,200. That is the cheapest you can get. But many places you can get even 1,500, 1,500, even 2,000. Even above. Manhattan, men can get 2,000, just one room. Those areas. If you go to 2 bedrooms, you are talking about 1,500 minimum, going to 3,000 average and up. But if you go to normal states, like different, I can give you an example. Like I live now in Kansas, Missouri area. So the apartment-wise, as a state-wise, is very affordable. Like 1 bedroom you can get for 700, 600. You can get 2 bedroom you can get for 900, 1,000. Compared, but you cannot get 2 bedroom for 1,000 in California or in New York. So that is just as a state-wise. But if you come again, like in Kansas or Missouri, it depends what neighborhood. Kansas City, for instance, if you stay, for instance, in Leawood, which is a city which is a little bit more expensive, or Overland Park is different from the Belton area where I live. So again, it depends on those factors. But average, if the state which are not expensive state, 1 bedroom is about 600, 700. 2 bedrooms are up to 900 to 1,000. But if you go to expensive state, 1 bedroom is starting with 1,200 to 2,000. Things of that nature. I think that has been able to help you, Kirabo. Okay, Alibaba, we say thank you a lot. Thank you. Kwame, we are asking, thanks ABM for answering my question. I would like to know the education equivalence of 3 years diploma in basic education in Ghana to the US. That is average like what we call associate degree. Because in US, they don't have what we call diploma. There is no that education. After high school, you go to university. And university is, if you study 4 years, is a degree. If you study 2 years, is what you call associate degree. So it's kind of like an associate degree, kind of things of that nature. Abigail will say, what if I'm single with 1 kid, I include her in my application? Is there any problem? No problem. They don't care whether you are single. Whether you are single mother or whatever. No. Single father, they don't care. Christabella Mpabelo, you say, hello Makulilo, natamani kujua idadi ya Watanzania waliowahi kushinda DV lottery. The question is, she wants to know how many Tanzanians have won the green card lottery. I have the video explaining that, but I don't know. But in normal way, Tanzanians are very few who are applying. There is no any year, there are over 10,000. Last year or the year before, just 6,000 Tanzanians applied. So most of Tanzania, if they win, they have never gone more than 250. So usually it's just 100, 150, 200. 250 is most maximum Tanzanians have won. Kwa I'm speaking Swahili. Kwa Watanzania wanaoapply sio wengi sana, ni wachache. Wakiwa wengi sana ni 6,000, 10,000 wamezidi sana. Mwaka jana, mwaka juzi walikuwa ni kama 6,000. Kwa wakishinda wanakuwa ni watu 200, 300. Ukikompare nchi kama Ghana, wa applicants wanakuwa ni 1,000,000, 2,000,000. Kwa hiyo unakuta kwamba Ghana inakuwa na washindi wengi tofauti na Tanzania. So the countries with the higher number of applicants likely to have more winners, like Ghana, where 1.2 million people applied to 2 million, they have over 2,000 or 3,000 winners. Tanzania with the 6,000 applicants, you end up having 200, 300 max. Okay, let's go to Foreseen Foundation Limited, EBM. Congratulations, you are doing good job, Dr. Rubuva. Thank you so much. I really appreciate Dr. Rubuva. Sophia Sharif Hassan, good work, my brother, Mr. Many people they good confuse EMB versus EBM. It's EBM, Ernest Boniface Makulilo, abbreviation for my name. So thank you so much. I really appreciate. Opuk Elvis, please, sir. In your other video, you mentioned my country, Ghana. That is one. In a short time, Ghana will not be eligible to apply. Is that true? Yes or why? So I mentioned, like, in very short time, like in maybe 2, 3 years to come, Ghana might not be eligible. The country, when the country has more winners and reach 50,000, 50 to 50,000, 55,000 winners as a country, that country is eliminated, is taken out to be eligible. Nigeria in Africa has been produced a lot of winners. That's why in 2015, Nigeria was eliminated, was removed from being participated. So Ghana each year is having 2,000, 3,000 winners. I don't remember, I have the data I wrote down. So for instance, Ghana has produced over almost like nearby 30,000 winners already, since like just for a few years. So in the end, within 3-4 years, they'll reach the maximum number of winners from one country. So that is the reason why I mentioned Ghana will be one of the countries to be eliminated in the future. Just like how Nigeria is not eligible. You're asking how many Cameroonians have won the lottery. I cannot do from here because I'm using the same computer, but there is a video. I put the links, the list of people who won specific country. If you can go to that link, I can be able to, you can see the specific each country, how many won, things of that nature. Joseph Kirabo say, thank you very much, bro, for answering my questions. You are so welcome. Kwame, you ask, please, can a US citizen who is 65 years old and works at a restaurant fill the I-94 for you? Even if someone is 100 years old, they don't care. As long as someone has money, yeah. They don't care with the age or what kind of job you do. Kirabo Joseph, some clarity about the cost of living, particularly food and the medical, because the rent, I'm satisfied. So the food, first of all, you need to cook. It's not about culture like in Africa, you can eat in the restaurant every day. You are not in a position to eat in a restaurant even 1 week. You'll be broke that week. But if you cook your food, maximum you can use maybe, if you are single, just 150 maximum, 100, depending how much you eat. But basically, if you have a family, 200 up to 300, that is reasonable. Because the food here, chicken, for instance, is very, very cheap. Pork is very, very cheap. Beef is a little bit expensive. When I'm saying cheap versus expensive, I can simply say 1 kilogram of, for instance, beef is about maybe $3, most like $4. No, half a kilogram is like $4 of beef. While, for instance, in Tanzania, a half of kilogram is like $1 or $1.50. You see the difference. But pork, you find a half kilogram, which is pork, which is a pure steak of pork, not with the bones or whatever. A pork can be at least a half kilogram, can be maybe $1. Chicken can be maybe $1, 1 kilogram of chicken. And then, for instance, gizzards, for those who are coming from inside of the chicken, is very, very cheap. One half kilogram can be also $1. Kidney, liver for the beef, whatever. Those are very, very cheap items here. What is expensive is more about veggies, fruits. Those are expensive here. Medical, depending how many people are covered in the medical, but it's just between 100 to 300 per month, depending on the number of people and the coverage. What are you going to cover on your medical? Naji Kualao, you say, how long time after selected DV lottery should I go for the medical exam? You don't just go for the medical until you get the letter for the interview. And the letter you are given the letter at least 2 to 3 months before, at least 2 months before your interview, you are given the letter. Go to the interview and you will be given the list of doctors to go. You don't just go to any doctor. There are doctors recommended by the US Embassy in your country. Like, these are the only doctors you can go. So that you do not go whatever doctor you want to go. No. Can a 19-year-old apply for the DV lottery? Yes, he can apply because he's 19 years old. He's above 18. Yes. You can apply as a main applicant, but also you can be included in your parents because you are under the age of 21. So that is the advantage. If your parents win, they can come with you because you are under the age of 21. But if you win on your own, you can also come on your own because you are above 18. That is your question from Abigail. Jackson Petro, if you scored 0.6 in A-level means high school, 0.11 in O-level for the NECTA, that's Mr. National Examination, and you have 95 in TOEFL, and whatever in SAT, which university do you recommend for bachelor's degree in computer science? First of all, scholarships for bachelor degree in America, for instance, is almost impossible. There are no scholarships. Only Berea College is the only university I know which guarantees to give you scholarships. So you have only Berea College with your examination results. They don't care about O-level or junior high school. They care about A-level results, which is very good results. 95 out of 120, that is a very good result in TOEFL. 114, whatever. So that is very good, but you need to have very good recommendation letters. You need a good CV, resume. Don't write about my religion, my tribe. All those are necessary things. Yeah. So for US is only Berea College. That's the only university I know gives 100% scholarship for international students in US. But you can apply those education in Norway, which you can see free education in Norway. Sofia Sharif Hassan, ndugu nauliza, ukishinda green card ukaondoka wewe kwanza, baadaye ukawachukua watoto wako, itakuwa shida ama? So the question is, if you win, you come alone and later come to bring your children, whatever. I will answer that in Swahili, then I will answer the same one in English. Ni kwamba ukishinda utaenda kwenye interview pamoja na watoto wako wote. Usipoenda na watoto wako, they are not coming with you forever, because unless otherwise you have to wait until you are a citizen to petition for them. Ushinde kwanza uje mwenyewe, inabidi uje nao. Au unaenda kwenye interview, pewa wote green card, utagongewa visa. Njoo wewe kwanza. Nakumbuka ukipewa visa, vile visa ina expire baada ya miezi 6. Kwa lazima wale watoto wako waje Marekani kabla miezi 6. Ikipita miezi 6 ile visa ina expire. Kwa lazima uje Marekani kwanza na watoto wako, au uje lakini ukawachukua watoto wako kabla miezi 6 haijaisha. So the answer to that is, if you win, you go to the interview. You must go to the interview with your children on the same day because they are coming under your auspice, under your winning. If you win, you come, whatever, you will give in the visa. All of you will be given the visa. But you can come alone and you go to take your children later. But by later, that means not exceeding 6 months. If you don't come in the US for the first time before the 6 months, they are going to be denied. Hivyo ni bora uje na watoto wako Marekani pata kadi, warudishe watu wako Afrika if you want, then watakuja baadaye tena kama unataka. My interpretation to that is you can just go, win the lottery, go to the interview, get the visa, come together with your children, they will get the actual card and take your children back to Africa. You can do that. I think I've answered that well. Mark Kamara, please, I want to know my passport was almost expired when I applied, but I get a new passport if there is no problem. No problem at all. When you win, the purpose of passport is to make sure that people are not doing the fake passport, like fake entries. So if you win, they will ask you, oh, that's your passport. You go with your old passport and you go with your old passport. This is me. This is my new passport. There is no problem at all. Yeah. Let me put my laptop on charger because already after all these 2 hours, like something like that is going to be out of there. Okay, I think I answered that well. Okay, Doris Macha, hi, please advise me that I should do, what should I do to get into a PhD in economics, NIP undergraduate Judaism. I'm still undergraduate Judaism pursuing economics and study. So PhD in US, you are still undergraduate, you need to do masters first, then to go for PhD. So for PhD, I have the book which I've produced here. You can get it. You are from Tanzania. I'm typing here. There is what we call the Sim Gazette app. You go on that Sim Gazette app. You will find my books about scholarships. These are free books on that app, including this one for PhD. If you want to do it specifically in America, there are procedures you have to take to do that one. If you want to just do masters, there are procedures on how to do. But at the moment you said you are still a student, you have to make sure that you get good GPA. You end up with those GPA like lower secondary 2.9. Don't waste your time. Study as if you have been sent to the university by your village. Study as if today is the only thing that matters is your GPA. That is your gate pass for that particular purpose. But if you go to my channel, there is a playlist. It's called the playlist. There is a scholarship. Watch those videos about scholarships. Will be able to guide you. Okay, let's go to another question. Okay, my spouse and I submitted 2 entries as married. If either of us selected and relocate alone, how long do you think it takes the spouse to come, whatever? If you win, one wins, your spouse, you come with your husband, you come with your wife right away. You come together. That's the advantage of winning. A husband wins, comes with the wife. Wife wins, you come together. But if you do a mistake of one to come on one wait, you cannot join together because a green card cannot file for a spouse to come here within a short time. We'll wait for 5 years. So you have to come together at the same time or go and get the visa. But within 6 months after getting the visa, everybody must be in the US. You have to relocate together or before 6 months after getting the visa. But if one say, oh, let me go alone, I'm getting just a green card in my own, another one doesn't want to come, it will take you at least 5-6 years for someone to come to get a green card with you. Doris Macha, you say thank you. So study hard, get good GPA. Trust me, many people, they come, that's why when you ask me, oh, my dream is to come to America, I want to do PhD, I want to do masters, how can I do this? My question is, I don't care how hard you studied, whatever, they don't care about that. My first question is, what is your GPA? Simple. If it's 2.5, okay, go and if you want to do another GPA, whatever, or go and do your masters over there, is up to you. But there is no sympathy. No sympathy at all. That's why chapter 2 of this book is called the not a therapy session. Meaning, if you can see, I say it's not a therapy session. This is a war. You have to fight. Scholarship application is not a therapy session. Don't express your poverty and personal problems seeking for the sympathy. This is my quote, Ernest Boniface Makulilo. Yeah. Okay, Dennis Macho said thank you a lot. Thank you. Doris Macho, I'm sorry. Bernard Okundi, you say, thank you so much for the clarification. You are so much welcome too. Bobo, you say, sir, all the documents for the DV lottery is coming, but through which way? I don't know. It's just like you go, when you fill the DS260, there is a way when you upload your information, you put your information online on the website, which technical government website. So you go to sign in and you see your letter for the interview. All thing you'll be getting that way. Yeah. So you check everything, it will be attached that way. Okay. Foresight Foundation Limited, you say study like you have sent by village. Yeah. Soma kama umetumwa na kijiji. Yes, mkuu. That is how you do. Like, don't care anything, like entire village you're representing. It's just like, even when you come to America, you go to Europe. I usually tell people, I'm not here in America just as me. I'm here to represent the entire Africa. So if I fail Africa. If I'm here and I do stupid stuff, I'm just embarrassing the entire Africa. If I do anything bad in my marriage, even in the media, so the problem of Africans. So I'm here to represent Africa. So if you go to school, you're representing the entire village. Naju say, when I win the lottery, should I send in my documents just after checking, or have to wait for the mail from the KCC? You don't need to wait for. They don't send any mail to you. You can just send the info. You can just apply and fill the DS260 right away. Yeah, you just fill the DS260 online without a problem. Okay, Francine, you say, hi Makulilo, can I ask a question about posting a book on Amazon? Yes, you can ask, but as I said, if you go to my YouTube channel, let me make it easier for everyone. On the playlist, there is how to write, let's say, I want to, let me see, view, let me see like a link, and I'll put here. Okay, copy a link, and then how to publish and post books on Amazon. So that playlist has all the links on how to go about it, how to do, and to get things of that nature. Yeah. So let me reduce some of the things here, which will make it easier for others. Yeah. So, yeah, so I don't know if someone has a question over here. Okay, here I can be able to answer those kind of questions. Okay, let me see any question here. I shared the link about how to make the books on Amazon. So those are like how I'm like, where can you get this template? If you want to make the book size of this one, how are you going to, where do you get, how do you type these books, like things of that nature? Man, I've been here for a long time. Okay, people, more question before I go to sleep. Okay. If no question, I can just call it a night. Okay. Again, for free ebook about PhD. That is the link. $152, man. So yeah, that's a lot. Any other question, people? Thank you, everyone. Yeah, so I really want to say thank you, everyone, and I really appreciate Dr. Nabin. I really appreciate for all your questions, and for any person I didn't answer in detail, so I apologize for that, but I'm sure I had so many questions I had to go through quicker, and I believe that I've been able to cover most of the questions, so I really appreciate for everyone who has been able to watch these kind of videos. I will be continue to do this one at least most of the time on the weekends to answer people's questions, so that we can be able to engage and supporting one another in this kind of way. And as again I said, if I didn't answer a question well, I apologize for that, and I will keep myself to be updated to be able to answer people's comments, things of that nature. Tambue Marie, so thank you so much. Thank you everyone for your continued support. In case you haven't subscribed up to this point, remember to subscribe. Your subscription, your comments like this one, liking of the video, asking questions is what helping me to be up, to keep going, to make sure that I'm supportive, make sure that others can also be able to support that way. Yeah. Dr. Lubuva, you say thank you. I'll call you on posting the book on Amazon. No problem. You are so much welcome. I'll be happy to support or guide you on that kind of process. I've already uploaded over 11 books so far on Amazon, and my plan is to upload 100 books. Yeah, so I can share some a link on Amazon with my books if if I go on Amazon. You can see all these books I've been able to write. Someone is asking a quick question: is there any way someone who is F1 can join the U.S. Army? No, you can't, because to join you must be having a green card holder, permanent resident, or a U.S. citizen. There was a program called the MAVNI program. That program stopped in 2015, so possibly it can be brought back. Usually they bring it back, then it is going to be stopped, then it's going to be brought back. So maybe since 2015 it has been brought back, but President Trump asked the Department of Defense to review it, possibly to bring back next year. So if they bring it here, you must be in the US for at least 2 years without any criminal record, illegal, to be able to join the military. But so far, you must be US citizen or green card holder to join the US military. So thank you again, everyone. I really appreciate. I don't know, a kid Zaved, you ask when it will be open for Bangladesh. Some countries, they reopen again for the some countries can stay for 10 years without being reopened. And Bangladesh was closed not a long time ago, 2015, 2014, I don't know. So it will take there for a long time. I don't know for how long. So Merry Christmas, everybody. Thank you, everyone. 156 minutes online. So, and it is 2:22 a.m. Wow. Thank you, but I really appreciate it. It was worth to be up all this time. I've already recorded some other videos, like 6 videos. I'll go to sleep and then upload. I'm going to upload more videos later. I believe they can be helpful for that kind of things. Okay, Lami Kwendo, thank you, sir, for your tireless efforts and sacrifice for us until this time. Thank God bless you. Thank you so much, Rama. Thank you too. Thank you, IBM. Thank you so much, everyone. Okay, so bye, everyone. Yeah, remember to share this link, because I have answered so many questions. Take the link of this one and share to your groups in WhatsApp, share to your Facebook, share to all other people. Yes, I will visit you one day. I will be able to meet you and welcome you to the United States of America. So, everybody, thank you. I have to find a way. Okay, let me end the live. Okay. Are you sure you want to stop streaming? Yes, I'm sure I'm going to stop. Kwame, you are welcome, boss. I will message you on your email. So thank you. Looking forward to that. So I'm going to click here on my screen. Are you sure you want to stop the streaming? Yes, I'm sure. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you again. Thank you again. I'll be going to sleep. And then if you have questions, just put it here. I'll go back to answer. So bye-bye, everyone.